started, man.
Yep, we did.
Are we live?
Yep, we're live. Yep, definitely
Oh,
live. Folks.
welcome everybody to episode 2. You know, is this episode 2, isn't it?
Actually, episode
Yeah.
is it three? Cause we did one off camera. Well, episode two for here, yeah. Episode two for here. So,
Yeah.
welcome, folks, to let me say, make sure. Oh, I'm good. Welcome, folks, to another installment of 3G. Oh, hold on. First of all, 3G WWE. First of all, I forgot to bring this out. I have to at least bring this thing out. Put that behind me. Gotta put that there. Welcome to a new installment of 3G WWE. It's your host.
I don't know.
Been a while. Um,
It's D Dot and Bills Mania. I'm here.
now and us we're back after a hiatus of after a month. We apologize for
Yeah,
that.
it's
Months. A
been a
lot
long
happened.
time. Yeah.
A lot has happened. Yeah, I can see we got the WrestleMania 40 in the backdrop, which just happened this past weekend. We gonna get into it. We got a couple of stuff because I'm probably
Yeah.
gonna have this roll in the background because this is like post WrestleMania right now. We in the midst of a brand new era in the WWE, man, for good reason.
Brand new. Yeah, brand new era.
Brand new era.
I'm excited. I'm excited about everything that's going on, that's happening in WWE. How about you, D?
I'm really excited. I like where it's going. I like where it's been going. I'm gonna get into it how like I'm talking about this WrestleMania because it was really good. I like this WrestleMania a lot. Like everything and stuff leading to it, it was really good. And stuff after too. I've seen
Yeah.
Raw
Yeah.
SmackDown this past week, which is like
I did too. I did too.
it's
Yeah.
really good. So I'm excited. But let's see.
Where you actually want to start this episode at? Like, where you want to go with it? Or like, how you
Um
want to start this? Like, where you want to go?
so I want to
What you want to talk about?
let's see what we want to
What's
talk
on your
about.
mind? Let's just talk about what's on your mind. Like, what's the first
I'm gonna
thing that pop up to you
pull up the Cody Rhodes
that you
up.
want to talk about?
So what we gonna talk about? Pull the Cody Rhodes real quick. Um, let's start off with yeah, it's been lots that happened ever since. So I guess we could just go into WrestleMania a little bit. So just passed.
Okay. Let's go with where do you rank this WrestleMania out of all the WrestleManias you have seen
Out of
and
all
witnessed
WrestleManias I've
and
watching,
witnessed?
been and watching WWE, ooh,
Yeah, where
it's
do you
up
rank
there.
this in?
It's kind of up there for me.
It's like top 5.
Like probably top five. Yeah, it's probably up there for me. And the only
Yeah.
reason because like the storyline just fit, and then me knowing, watching behind like the interviews and
Hmm.
stuff, like and
Yeah.
then you got the Rock included. Like it's a lot because like it's the business behind it and everything leading up to the like WrestleMania. I remember
Hmm.
like watching, the Rock after night one, and it kind of gave me because like the end result. I'm probably getting to the end result of what happened in night one, but like
Yeah.
he built this character called the Final Boss, and it was like they had this plan for quite a minute since last year. We was originally supposed to have Rock versus Roman last year for WrestleMania, but he said it himself that it didn't work out. A lot of things happened. Cody Rhodes got in it. Of course, for good reason. He won the Royal Rumble, which, by the way, he was the first person for a long time to win Royal Rumble back to back. I think the last time
Yeah, the
they
last
had
time
that,
was it Stone
like
Cold?
Stone Cold, I think he was the last one. And that was like what? How long ago was that?
Stone
Like,
Cold or I think Shawn Michaels, Stone
I think it must
Cold.
have been Stone.
I know it's Stone Cold. That's like was it 96, 97? I think something like that.
It's been a while. It's been a quite some years. So he was the first. He made
Could
history.
be
It could have
could be
been.
somebody else that's in between. Well, I feel like it's not.
Let me
I feel
see.
like it's Stone Cold.
It could have been Stone Cold.
It's
Let me
like
see.
90. I believe it's 96, 97.
96, 97. Yeah, it's been a
I
while
think
though.
so.
So almost what, a couple of decades
Back to
now,
back.
back to
Yeah.
back. So he won it for the first time, which I'm happy for him because like that he made history that night. Him being another
Yeah,
person to go back to back in a Royal Rumble, winning completely, and had a lot of
yeah,
WrestleMania. But I like the
yeah,
storyline they was building towards it because Rock came in the picture again, and it's for a good reason. Because number one, he is now also the little catch up what happened. WWE is now even bigger, being the fact they're part of a major company, merged company called TKO,
yeah. Right.
and The
They
Rock
merged
is
with the
the merge with UFC.
UFC,
So
and yeah.
that was another
Hmm.
thing. So I'm like, let's see how it's gonna turn out. Now Rock is part of that board for
Hmm.
TKO. So like
Right.
I was like, okay, this should be interesting. So when he returned, he came with the character, the final boss. And he's like saying that he want to blur the line between what's real and what's kind of like just an act, like the character. And
Hmm.
him watching him these past few weeks leading to WrestleMania, I'm like, I could kind of see that. But he throws a little
Yeah.
bit of realism in there. And I was like,
Hmm.
it made me even think like, is he actually was serious? Like I don't like even stuff
Right.
some stuff
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
said to Cody. I was like, that was like
Yeah.
that felt like it was real. Like he actually like said some stuff to Cody. I'm like, but
Right.
he's like, this is all part of the character. He wanted to merge it, which we have not seen in a while in WWE.
Yeah.
But I'm
Right.
liking
Right.
where WWE's heading right now
I
because
feel. Yeah. I feel like the final boss was a good character. I feel like how they said they had the audible. They had to do it audible because the fans did not want Roman Reigns and The Rock this year for this year, right?
yeah,
So
which
maybe
this
last year we wanted it last year. Maybe last year probably made a little bit more sense, but
yeah.
since it didn't go right,
But I like
we
how
didn't
they
want
fed
it.
into it
We
though.
didn't want it. The fans didn't want it. We didn't want to see it. I mean, I personally I wanted to see it,
I
but
didn't I won't mind it. I wouldn't have
I
minded
wanted
it
to see
either.
it personally, but most of the fans WWE didn't want to see it in true WWE fashion. They just audibled out of it,
Hmm.
and which it came to be like magical. You know what I'm saying? That they audibled out of it. The Rock, slap Cody Rhodes in the press
That
conference.
was
Um,
insane. That caught me off
I think
guard.
that was a real slap. I think
That was
that
real.
was
That
not
was real.
staged. I think.
That was real. But I like how they fed into it as far as
Yeah.
as far as the plan changing and them
Hmm.
trying to do Rock versus Roman for this year's
Right.
WrestleMania, and
Yeah.
like they fed into like how people reacted, and it was like
And they made the
they
instant switch like that. Yeah.
immediately
Yeah.
switch, and even
Yeah.
Cody himself, I remember seeing interviews very recently, and
Hmm.
this is like I think the day before WrestleMania, I think night two. So he's done an interview with ESPN, and
Right.
someone
Yeah.
one of
Yeah.
the interview asked him like about around that when they was leading up to WrestleMania, he was like the fans did that, like the whole Cody we want Cody thing, like he didn't do that, the
Hmm.
fans did.
Right. Yeah.
He was just surprised how much it took off, and I'm like, no, this was a good storyline because we had Roman being the top champion for a very long time, and
Yeah.
throwing
Yeah.
Rock in there kind of spiced things up a little bit, and him kind of doing that whole like him being a heel. I think that was a great
Hmm.
move. Um,
Right. That was definitely a great move, and added him to the bloodline was definitely
yeah,
a great
I
move.
felt
We'll
like
talk
this
more
gave him
about bloodline a little bit later.
yeah, I think that just gave him more of
Hmm.
a boost as far as like just the hype of WrestleMania because this is big. This is WrestleMania 40. 40 years has had WrestleMania. This is the biggest one. So, it's just I like the direction it was heading with it. And I feel like it was a great. It still is a good storyline. It still kind of is a little bit because it's a lot happening. I'm gonna get into what happened on Monday too.
Yeah.
Involving with was it Monday or was it SmackDown? One of these. It was
It
one of
was
these. I
on.
think
It was Smack. It
was it
was. We talking
SmackDown.
about the bloodline?
Yeah, like
That was
how
Smack. That was
was
SmackDown.
SmackDown.
That's definitely SmackDown. Yeah. We could
Okay.
get into that a little bit more later, but let's
Would you
stay
rate it?
on
Would you rate this
rate.
WrestleMania? You seen more WrestleMania than me, but
Yeah, I did.
would you rate
Uh,
this one for you?
it's up there, man. It's from top to bottom from all the matches is definitely top five. It might be top three. to me.
This was a good
I can't
WrestleMania.
really
A lot
think
of people
about
said it was
like
good.
I can't think about what WrestleMania like just matches wise is up there. I can think of WrestleManias that brought more excitement
Right. Yeah.
to than this one, but I can't think about like I had to see like match cards to really because I to really kind of put it, but I'll put it right now in base. I'll put it in my top three.
That,
It's definitely in the top five, but I'll say top three
that this was good. I
because
like a lot of people said they really liked this WrestleMania. Like people that have
yeah
not like watched wrestling, I've heard, literally came back and was like, "Yeah, this is good."
yeah, it
And this
was
is the
more
first,
eyes on it
yeah, a
now.
lot
Yeah,
of
you got
eyes.
Logan Paul that brings more eyeballs to it. The Rock is bigger than life now. Like he can actually go for president of the United States if you want to. He's that big and he bring more eyes to it now. I think people were more interested. I think the storylines are more interested, more coverage is more social media and regular media covered this WrestleMania. It was really
Yeah,
really big,
yeah, this was
and they really
huge.
capitalized on it. And
They
I mean it's hard to rate because it's 2 days now. It's not just
right.
one WrestleMania. Like back in the days, it just be one. It's one day. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? It
but
was just
which I
Sunday,
remember it was
but
like
now
when they first.
it's 2 days now.
I remember they did when they first did this whole like having 2 days. I thought it was a little
I
strange,
broke it
but
up with because of COVID. Because of COVID.
yeah, yeah. But I'm like, I
Yeah.
thought it was strange at the time, but like now, since like we've been having it for a few years now,
Oh, I
I
love it.
kind of like
Yeah.
it makes sense
Yeah.
because like it brings more like more people in the seats, more like
Mhm.
just they have more leg room to do more stuff. But that was a great move. Now I think about it, 'cause I was like, it's a little strange because it was like the first time they did it with the first WrestleMania when they had it at the
Yeah.
Performance Center. And I was like, that's
Yeah.
a little weird, but I'm like, now since we've been having it for a few years now, I'm just like, okay, this makes sense of them
Yeah.
actually doing this now. But it was
Yeah.
great. This WrestleMania was really good. Like the storyline, everything was good. I think it panned out really well. Um, I this up there for me as well. And a lot of people said that like this is really good. And this is the first WrestleMania that's under Triple H, mind you. This is
Right. Yeah.
his. Like it's not Vince anymore. It's literally his first WrestleMania, like booking the entire thing. Usually it's Vince
Mhm.
McMahon and probably a mixture of him a little bit, but now like
Yeah.
Triple H has full control. And this is
Right.
like
Yeah.
and each match card like he pretty much did. Even the Hall of Fame I found out he the one that handpicked people in the Hall of Fame for the first time too. And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, we really are in the new era because like he's in full control right now,
Yeah.
and he
Yeah.
did phenomenal. He even came out and was like, it
Yeah.
started to kick off WrestleMania, which was great to see. Like
Yeah.
I was happy to see that,
He
and
came
he's
out
right.
night one, and Stephanie came out night two,
Which I was
which is
like,
good.
that was great, and he's right.
Yeah.
Like it's a new era, it's new high ropes that basically
Let's
listen
talk
to it, even
about
though
yeah.
like listen to a fan really like actually listen to a
Mhm.
fan and kind of like feed into it a little bit more than what we have been seeing because it's like WWE's been as big
Mhm.
as it's ever been for a very long time and like
Well,
it's
let's talk about night one. I want to talk about
mm,
this. Let's just stay on topic with Cody and talk about night one. Well, night one was the the tag team
the
match,
tag
which
team that was good too.
tag team match between the Rock and Final Boss and Roman Reigns
Mm-hmm.
and Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes, which I can't like I liked it. I really, really liked the match. I
Yeah, it
didn't
was a good
really know
match,
what to expect
but that's
going
the fun
into
part
it,
about it though. That's the where the fun part is
but I
because
really liked
unpredictable.
the match.
It was
Yeah,
a
I
good
really
match.
liked what they did. It was really good. They really it was really, really good. The match was
Yeah,
really, really good. The way the Rock was kind of like, what I mean, flexing his muscle with the referees, and
yeah,
they really did that. Like I really enjoyed that match. I knew it was going to probably affect Seth Rollins a little bit more than it would Cody Rhodes because
mm-hmm.
Seth Rollins will be in the next
Yeah. He was
that's
his
why I wish we would have did the show because I was going to predict that what happened to Seth Rollins and
I'll be on
that
get check.
match.
I had a feeling that was
I
gonna
told
happen.
you over the phone, and I wish we would have, because I've been Nostradamus right now, because I predicted that.
I see
Um,
the I see yeah. I kind of seen
but
it coming
I
a little
knew
bit.
that it was going to. I knew that it was going to be more of a, like, Seth Rollins was going to be a little bit more beat up than probably Cody Rhodes would. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Going into the tag team match because
yeah. He already was
um
injured a little
he
bit.
was already injured, coming off an injury. You know what I'm saying, and
Yeah.
dealing with that stuff, and then having
I mean,
to
he did pretty
deal.
well defending the title as much as like he was hurt.
Yeah,
He did
yeah,
very
yeah.
well. Like I think he
Well,
handled
he
like
took some time off too. You know what I mean? He
yeah,
took a little time off of wrestling a little bit because of
yeah,
the injury, but then he came back and then he jumped right to it. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? To
and
it.
won that
So
whole championship on top of that, and
yeah,
held it for as long as he did. That was it was great. Like I like how like the tag team match. I liked the fact that it was a little bit unpredictable, and that's what the part I feel like was good because we didn't know what to
yeah,
expect. We didn't know if we didn't know either. It wasn't the fact that like we wanted to see if either it could have went any way. Like that's the fun part because it keep people on their toes. You were like,
yeah.
okay, if they
I
win, then they get steam.
right,
If they not, then it's gonna turn out, and that's turn how it
right.
turns out for
I
night two.
kind of yeah. I kind of was like either or, right? Like I was
Yeah,
thinking like if Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins would have won the tag match, then Roman Reigns would probably win the match, right?
right.
The next day's match
Yeah,
with him and Cody. So I figured that it was either or. They probably wasn't gonna let the bloodline lose both nights, right?
right. Yeah,
And it's kind of was like it was a good stipulation. So it's like the bloodline wins, like the Rock and Roman Reigns, they wins, and then the the main event is bloodline rules. You know what I'm saying? That's
mm-hmm.
kind of like that was the stipulation for it, and I think that was a great stipulation for it. And I think that I didn't predict the Rock. You know what I mean? The Rock pinning Cody Rhodes
I
either.
didn't. Yeah, I didn't see that coming either. You know, I
Right.
also
I
had
thought like
liked too.
Seth Rollins was gonna get like I thought they was gonna get Seth Rollins.
I thought it was good. What I thought, cause like this match had me like literally like, okay, this is kind of unpredictable, kind of like a little unpredictable. Cause I thought people were saying like, oh, he got to be careful with Seth Rollins because we seen what Seth Rollins tend to do,
Hmm.
especially what happened with Roman years ago. So I
Right.
was hearing that, I was like, ooh, I can kind of see that go down as well. Like he can
Yeah.
kind of turn on freaking Cody Rhodes. So that was one thing I kept hearing. Then I wasn't expecting
Yeah.
Rock to pin him at all, and
Right.
I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting that at all. But I did
Yeah.
like how Rock, yeah, he was like what you said earlier, like he did flex his like his corporate like role
Hmm.
muscles, and I
Yeah.
kind of did like that.
Yeah.
That he
Yeah.
threw in like a lot of like realism in the mix, so it's like it was
Yeah.
great. Like it could have went
And they
either
had
way.
Cody Rhodes' mom and stuff
Yeah,
all
like
that
it
ringside, and it's
was
kind of
cool.
like
But
getting them in, yeah, getting them
that
into the
fun,
story and stuff. That was beautifully done.
yeah,
The
that but
tag match was beautifully done.
that's probably like
I it was really
it was
good.
really good. Yeah, this is a really good tag match. It lived up to the hype. But it was picking up.
It
I didn't
definitely
think
lived
of
up to
it.
the hype.
I didn't think of it. I'm like, okay, this let's see how this turns out because at them
It
building it, I
definitely
was like, all right,
was match. It definitely was the main event, and it was the match of the
yeah,
night. I think it
it's
definitely was
well
the match of the
deserved
night
for
too.
that main event
Yeah,
card. That was probably the big one I ever seen, and they pulled it off really well. The match in general for night one was pretty good. The match card in general for this entire WrestleMania was actually really
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Actually,
I want to go back. I just wanted to stay on Cody Rhodes, so we can stay on Cody Rhodes right quick, and we can kind of go back to like certain matches that was on kind of
mm.
like the match cards that
So
we
like
want to
yeah,
go
so like
to
Cody
stay on
Rhodes,
Cody.
like I
So
liked
you want to go
how
to night? You want to go to night two, or we done with the tag team
uh
match right
for
now?
Cody Rhodes in maybe we kind of segue we kind of segue to a little bit of night two for Cody Rhodes in night two was actually really good too as well, and I did like the first we both talk about Seth Rollins briefly, and his match
Hmm.
was
Right.
that was
Yeah.
good as well. I kind of seen it coming a little bit. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, we knew
Yeah.
what the outcome was gonna happen. We both knew.
I
I'm like,
didn't. It kind of
it was definitely different
we
though.
Yeah,
We knew
yeah,
how he
yeah.
was gonna walk out of there as
Right.
champion, but we
We
didn't know
we did.
exactly how they was
We
gonna
did.
execute it.
That's why I wish we would have came on before WrestleMania because I
Yeah,
could.
like we both knew exactly who was gonna walk
Yeah,
out of there, but the execution was that kind of it threw me off guard a little bit. But like
yeah,
it was a good
yeah.
thing
The
because like
execution was good.
it was good because it was unpredictable. I didn't know
Yeah,
that exactly that's gonna go down. So like
yeah, yeah.
the like freaking Drew McIntyre winning it and then completely, and then you got a little
Right.
CM Punk in the mix too, and it's like
Yeah, yeah. Beautiful.
that
Yeah,
was amazing.
that was
And
beautifully
then we get
right.
Damian Priest with the briefcase at the end, and he just
Mhm.
walking out as champion. Like that was a
Mhm.
great execution. Like I didn't know how they was gonna do that, but me
Right.
and you
Right.
both knew he was walking out as where was
Yeah.
champion.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
seen it coming
Yeah.
from. I'm like, yo, this has to be the
Yeah.
night. But I was saying
Yeah.
on the phone like,
We
this
seen
had
it
to be
coming
the
like
night.
we
Like,
seen
have to
I
be.
seen it we seen it coming
Like we was like, it had to be
months
WrestleMania.
away
Cause
from it.
he
Yeah,
didn't
it
catch. He
has to.
tried so many times. He didn't even get the chance to even get the bell ring. It was just like he tried and he
Mhm.
just it got scrapped. I'm like, nah,
Yeah.
WrestleMania had to be the
Yeah.
night. I'm like,
Yeah.
if not WrestleMania, then the night after. But I was like,
What a yeah.
they
And
pulled it
and
off really good actually. Like they
and
really did.
it wasn't actually it wasn't it's full circle because it wasn't actually on Seth Rollins, but he was involved,
Yeah.
right? So remember when Seth Rollins cashed it in on
Ah,
Roman
yeah,
Reigns, right? And
yeah.
Brock Lesnar, right?
WrestleMania
Remember
31.
he
Yeah,
cashed it in on what's name, right? So then now
they
he
call that the
wasn't
biggest
actually
heist. So
in the match, right? He wasn't in the match, but he was still involved. Like
yeah,
he was still there. You know what I'm saying? Like he
it
was
was
there.
great though. I like how they
Yeah.
pulled off. That's
I
probably the
like
second time we
the
seen that.
I didn't think that they was gonna do the whole it looked like a very remember when Shawn Michaels beat Ric Flair and Ric Flair was like on his last day he was
Oh
like come on and
yes,
he gave him that last super kick.
yes. His
That was
retirement
almost
match.
the
Yeah,
same thing. Yeah, that was almost the same thing as Seth Rollins to Drew McIntyre. You noticed that, right? He was
yeah. It's like he
like you
passing.
gotta kill me. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? That's
he
what he
got to
said.
like. Yeah, he's like, you got to kill me
You
to take
gotta
this
kill
title
me. He
away
gave me
from
that
me.
last Claymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He even like gave him his flower like at the end. Like they did pan him to Seth Rollins at the end or at the
Yeah.
match, and he was like, you better like hold on to that title, talking to Drew.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, you better, because he's like, still, he held that title as long as he did,
Mhm.
and facing actually
Mhm.
good matches holding that title. So he's like,
Yeah.
you're the
Yeah.
workhorse now. Like that's what he went, and I believe Seth Rollins like that's the workhorse title. Not saying the WWE like the undisputed one isn't, but
Right.
like he
I mean, it wasn't. It
it
wasn't.
wasn't, yeah, because
But
Roman it
now
wasn't
it's
barely
going
so
to be
now it
because
is,
Cody
yeah.
Rhodes has it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
But it
wasn't
wasn't because
because Roman
it
wasn't
was
showing up
Roman.
as much as he was,
Yeah.
and
But
we only seen the title like what like once every
Roman's
month.
a special attraction now. He was a
Yeah,
special attraction
which is
with the
where
belt.
it's well deserving. You know, I'm
I
not.
mean, he deserved that though. That he deserved to be special attraction
Yeah,
because when Roman he was wrestling.
yeah,
He was defending the belt a lot. He
yeah.
defended
He
the belt a
did. He
lot.
definitely. I give him
They
that.
literally ran out of people for him to defend the belt out.
Yeah, I give him
But
that. Like he
he don't
defeated
fought
everybody.
everybody
Yeah, he defeated
and beat
everybody.
him.
Like
He
pretty
don't
much they
fought
threw at
Brock
him.
15 million times. Like who else he gonna fought everybody? AJ Styles, Logan Paul, everybody.
They threw a lot
Drew
of people at him.
McIntyre, Seth Rollins,
Oh, John
all of
Cena.
them.
They're doing John
John
Cena in the
Cena, all of
mix.
them had a
Yeah.
crack at it.
Yeah, a
He
lot of
beat them
people
all.
did. They talking about stacking people. Yeah, like talking
Yeah.
about freaking dominating.
Jay
He
Uso
definitely.
twice, like
Jay was
a
close.
lot of
He was
people.
close. Jay was probably the closest one
Finn
I've
Balor
seen.
too, I think. I
I,
like every like
he even gave. Did he
the
give a shot
Fiend,
to?
Goldberg, like it's
Yeah,
they had
Goldberg
Goldberg
too.
come out.
Yeah, they had Goldberg come back and face him as well. He demolished him. Like I give Roman that. I do give. He defended. He
Yeah.
defended. It
He
wasn't as
defended a
powerful
lot
as you
for
thought,
him to
but
have a
him as a
nice little
part.
break
Yeah, him
off
being like
of,
a part time like
yeah,
superstar, he did defend a lot. I do give him that. He defended.
right.
Actually, matter of fact, I feel like he defended more than than Brock actually when he had the title.
He definitely defended more than Brock. I'll tell you right now. He definitely defended more than Brock did. I just watched like Roman Reigns title matches on YouTube.
Yeah, his
I mean
matches was
on
great.
Peacock. Matter of fact, they
His
got it on
matches was
Peacock
good.
too. They got it on Peacock too.
His matches was really
But
good.
back to Drew back. I like Drew McIntyre winning, and I like the the homage that they gave him, Drew
Right.
McIntyre. Like, you know what I mean? I felt for him a little bit, and then in true Drew McIntyre fashion, he sees CM Punk. Then he just had to rub it in, had to rub it in, had to
It
rub it
looked like
in.
it came back to bite him
After CM
because
Punk hit him, I knew Damian Priest was coming out. Then
yeah,
I knew it. I was just like, okay, hit the music.
yeah.
Here he
He
come.
came out running out with that
Actually came
briefcase.
in, ran, hit him with
Hit
the
him with the
briefcase, then
briefcase.
cashed it in,
Hit
then
him right
threw
in
him
the
in
head
there,
with the
then
briefcase. So
right.
cashed it
Beautiful.
in. Did his
Beautiful.
move, and that was it. Like did his finisher
Beautiful.
move and dipped.
Right.
Like, and then the
Right.
Judgment Day came out with Rhea Ripley retaining her title the night earlier,
Yeah.
which was
Yeah.
I was not
I,
expecting that at
I'm
all
s-
either. I
I
wasn't
was.
expecting. I
I
was
did.
with Becky.
I truly appreciate Rhea Ripley holding down that belt
But
and not
who you
like
think
I like
is
Becky, but
Becky's good?
I love Rhea Ripley
That
with the
shocked me a
belt.
little bit. I thought she was gonna lose it. I thought she was gonna
No,
lose the
not
title.
me. I would no, not me. So I knew she
But
was gonna keep
it's
it.
a good reason she's holding it. I like her holding it a
Yeah.
little bit. I do
Yeah.
like her holding
Yeah.
it.
I didn't want
It
Becky to
builds
have
more
it.
story. Like I think it's
Yeah,
more to
it
her
builds on
story.
to her legacy, to her
Yeah,
story. Like she needs a run with it. She needs to run with it.
yeah. I think
She can potentially be Roman Reigns with it,
yeah.
with that
I can see
title.
that. I can see that. Yeah, but yeah, I can see that because I don't think they had like anybody have the championship that long for as the women goes. I don't think not for
I
a
don't
long
know where they
time.
really like. I don't know like the women's where they because they got two women's belts. I don't know which one is.
The
I don't know
main
which
like
one is
women's
like the
belt.
legacy one, right? Like
Yeah,
the divas and the WW. Like which one
it
is that
could
the one
be
that Bailey has
that
now?
Bailey has. It could be that one.
Right.
It could be that
So
one.
these
It could be that
so
one.
Rhea is the inaugural champion to this belt, right? I think.
Yeah, I
No.
get. She's like where like so since that's a secondary title. It's just I feel like I don't know. Like I don't know if they merged the history as far as the women's title
Yeah.
with that one as well because it
I
is kind
don't
of
I
split.
don't think
So
so. I
I don't
think the
know
history goes with like
the main like belt that was
I
there.
think yeah. So I think now because the one that Damian Priest has, the world heavyweight, I
That
don't
has
believe that that's
history.
the history belt. I believe the universal one is the history
Well,
belt.
because that had like the main like this title merged with the Universal one, which this one
Yeah,
also
this
had
is
history. So
yeah, like
like
no, yeah,
because
like I'm saying that one. So that one is I don't know. That's a good one. Is that one turns into the heavyweight, or that one is merged with the universal and kind of? Oh, that one's dead now, and the universal is just the.
I think it's
You know
just
what I'm
like
saying? Like that one is done. Like the WWE one is done, and it's only the universal and the heavyweight
well, I
belt.
mean, it's funny you mentioned that because I did hear this as well, which made a good point. So right after like night one of WrestleMania, they was talk about the championship a little bit, and I heard somebody say like they're gonna start calling it undisputed WWE champion instead of Universal. So I feel like they're
Yeah,
kind of like scrapping the Universal one and going back to
yeah,
how
yeah. They
it
started
actually
calling it like WWE.
WWE
I hear them say
championship. Yeah,
I heard the commentators
more
say it
than
a little
yeah.
bit. Yeah, they're
I
trying to
started hearing
scrap
them
the
saying
universal
more.
out
Yeah,
of
I
it.
was like,
Yeah,
maybe that's
yeah.
the case because I have heard them say that. And somebody came out
Hmm.
before they even like this is before Cody Rhodes won, and I was like, you know what? And now since I'm like he won it, and I'm hearing it now from the commentary, I'm like, oh, so they trying to get rid of the Universal name, so they be going back to this is the title.
Yeah,
Like
that's the
this is
title.
it. This is the title.
Yeah, that's the one
So
he wanted to go with anyway, right? That
yeah,
he that's the one that has more the more prestige
yeah.
because
So I feel like that's the one with the history
because Seth
behind it.
Rollins was the inaugural champion to this new belt,
Right.
so it can't be that. It has to be the universal belt, which is undisputed belt. But back to um. I believe Damian Priest. Let's talk about Damian Priest for a minute. I know we supposed to go to Cody Rhodes and stay on Cody Rhodes.
Now we're
We
gonna get
all over
back
the
to him
place.
because we're gonna talk a little more about
We
night
gonna get to
two.
that. Let's just talk.
Yeah,
Let's talk
it
Damian
definitely
Priest.
correlates with each other.
Um,
Like they definitely do.
Damian Priest, man, congratulations, man. You work hard.
Oh
Um,
yeah, it's been a long time
and
coming with that.
and for history's sake, he is the first Latino. Well, he's the second Latino to have the belt in 50 years. It was
Really? So I didn't
uh
even know that.
yeah, Pedro Morales held it 50 years ago, and now Damian Priest. So he's the
Really?
second
Like
Puerto
he made
Rican
history that night. That's
heavyweight
crazy.
championship. Yeah, heavyweight champion. Yeah.
Wow.
So
Yeah, I didn't even.
shouts out to Damian Priest. I will give Damian Priest. I'm going to give you. Let me look at these. Let me look at these pay per views right quick because I did take some notes. I got notes. I did.
Oh, wait, take that.
Let's see. So Damian Priest, I'm predicting you will lose by
He's lose the title.
SummerSlam.
Oh, in
Okay.
Cleveland?
Uh
In Cleveland?
yeah, I believe you will lose the belt by SummerSlam.
SummerSlam. Oh man, Damien Priest losing the
Um
World Heavyweight title in
yeah,
SummerSlam and Cleveland.
I believe you
Oh,
will not hold the belt longer than SummerSlam. I'm sorry, my friend. It's going to be a
mm.
great. What are we in? April, May, June, July,
Cause you know what
August.
pay per view is next after this? Like we headed to Backlash now.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
going to Backlash now. We could talk about that in a little bit.
yeah,
That's
we're
in
gonna
France.
we're gonna talk a little bit
Um,
segue to that too.
and
It's a
then
couple
there's
of topics we're gonna throw it. Just letting you know it's gonna be a couple of
yeah,
topics.
some
It's gonna be it's
throw-ins.
literally catch up mode for us.
Right,
So
yeah,
we're
yeah.
gonna be a couple of topics we're gonna be throwing out there for this might be
But I
so I hope y'all got
believe
y'all snacks. I'm just saying. Hope y'all got
yeah,
y'all
this is
snacks
what I
ready and stuff. Like I have to get close. Man, I hope y'all get y'all snacks because it's gonna be interesting thing we're gonna talk about what's been happening lately and we're gonna
yeah,
segue to leading towards backlash and new champions and stuff. So this
yeah.
this good. I got to see Mike too.
Good.
Make sure I got everything right.
Yeah. So I believe that where is
Like
SummerSlam?
you
I think
said,
SummerSlam's in
SummerSlam is
Cleveland.
in Cleveland,
It's in
yeah, Cleveland
Cleveland.
this year, which is kind of
It's
like,
either gonna be Backlash or
nah, I don't know if it's gonna be that soon.
Bash in Berlin,
Bash in
right? Because
Berlin. Oh, okay, all
you
right.
know who's from Berlin.
Ooh, I can kind of okay. Maybe it could be Bash in Berlin. I'm like backlash. That's too soon. He just got it.
If not Backlash, I mean SummerSlam. SummerSlam.
Okay, I'm about to say
SummerSlam
backlash.
after
Either way,
SummerSlam is Bash in Berlin,
that's
and
their like next one. Yeah, after that, yeah.
yeah, after
Hmm.
SummerSlam. Um,
Matter of fact, let me try to
you're
put the
not.
cards
You
up
know
right
what?
there.
You know what, Damien Priest? You're not gonna pass August.
August during the
It's
summer.
either or. It's
Oh
either
man.
SummerSlam or is Bash in Berlin.
Hmm.
Now, Bash in Berlin is a big deal, and the biggest person from there will be Gunter, right?
Right. And he just lost his title too.
He just
He
lost the
just lost it
Intercontinental belt, which
completely.
sets him up to be a player for the heavyweight championship,
Right.
which I'm predicting that he will be in a championship match at Bash of Berlin. I'm predicting that.
Him being world heavyweight
Predicting
champion.
he will be against Damian Priest. Now, that's what I think, right? However, that's for Bash in Berlin. However, SummerSlam, if he defends the belt against CM Punk, he will lose that belt.
Hmm.
But that will be after the three. Let me tell y'all, it's going to be a trilogy between CM Punk and what's my god? We just finished talking about this dude,
Oh, it's gonna be
uh,
Drew McIntyre. That
Drew
storyline's not
McIntyre.
over. It's not over. It's
Drew
just starting
McIntyre
actually.
and
Yeah,
CM
it's
Punk
not
will have a
over.
trilogy, right? So
Oh
we saying
yeah.
CM Punk. We think CM
This
Punk
is
is
just the
healthy right
beginning.
now.
Like this is just
Let's
literally the
see.
beginning of it.
Guess how many pay-per-views is before SummerSlam? It's
So
four.
I got it listed right here on the screen. So
Yeah.
right, so
So Backlash.
we just passed WrestleMania. So yeah, Backlash is next. First of all, wait,
Hmm.
before Backlash, matter of fact, we about to have the WWE draft soon. So I'm gonna get
Oh,
into that too.
that's gonna be very important,
That's
right?
gonna
So
be
that's what I'm
huge.
predicting. How long you think Damian Priest gonna hold the belt, D?
How long I think?
Yeah.
Mm,
Sorry, Damien, and I know you're from the Bronx, so you're from the
yeah,
town
he's
too.
from the
I'm
city.
rooting. I'm really rooting for you. I really
He's from New
hope
York,
that
so
I'm wrong. I really hope that I'm wrong, and you hold the belt all the way to next WrestleMania.
that'd be great. That'd be great. But I feel
But,
like I don't
however,
think he's
I
gonna
don't
make it.
think so.
Yeah,
I don't think
I'm
so.
gonna have to agree.
We got too many variables here. We got Money in the Bank coming.
I ain't gonna have
It's too. We
new
got
Money in
CM
Bank
Punk, and then
contenders. Yeah,
yeah,
I
CM
feel
Punk wants
like
it. We got Seth Rollins gonna ask for a rematch. Drew McIntyre might ask for like it's too many. Just too many things going on,
so
man, for you to
I
ask.
think he's gonna hold it at least. I can see why he probably say SummerSlam, but I could be wrong. Um, but I feel like
I
since
hope I'm
Money in
wrong.
Bank is before that, it might play a huge factor into SummerSlam because once Money in Bank, because we had Money in Bank right before it, like
Mm-hmm.
pop it out on
Yeah.
screen right here, and that means a fair game for anybody at that point. So whoever's holding the briefcase, you know, it's fair game. So it's like he could lose at
Mm-hmm.
SummerSlam. If
Mm-hmm.
not, mm, maybe even let's see. I don't. Let's see what they have after. We have Bash at
It's
Berlin,
Clash at the
Clash at
Bash at Berlin
Bash
is
at
after,
Berlin.
right after.
Right after
It's at the
that,
end of the month.
is
It's
that their
August, like
version of
August.
like them like every title on the line? You think they're gonna end up doing something like that? Like everybody got to defend their title like
Yeah.
that night.
Yeah. Definitely.
That's
Definitely.
like their
Yeah.
version. That's like an international version of basically Night Champions, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yep.
could maybe see how he probably lose it there. Um, it's gonna be interesting. This is why I know it's gonna be interesting because especially being if I have Money in Bank and
Mm-hmm.
whoever has that,
Mm-hmm.
you already know they're gonna be thrown in the mix of everything. Especially you have
Right.
one of the top champions, Cody Rhodes now, and then it's a fair game. So whoever's gonna hold it, that's gonna be interesting. You know, so
Well, let's get one thing. Let me. I'm sorry to interrupt. Let's get one thing straight. Cody Rhodes will not lose the title. He will be the champion all the way to next year's
oh
WrestleMania.
yeah, no, he's not losing the
Put
title
that.
for a while.
Bank,
Yeah,
put that.
he's not losing
Bank
that for
that.
a while.
That is.
Yeah, he's not
I
losing that title for a while.
just like
Definitely.
Charles Barkley said. I guarantee it. It's
he,
no way. No way. Unless I hope he don't get injured.
I
There's no way.
that's
If
pray.
he's
That's what
healthy,
say.
if he's healthy, he will not lose that belt. He will
Yeah,
be holding that
I
belt
don't
all the
think
way
he's
to
gonna lose it.
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania 41. I'm gonna get into that too about
Will be
WrestleMania
in the main
41 a little
event.
bit.
Cody Rhodes will be the main event.
But
He
I
will
wanna
be one person in the main event for
yeah.
WrestleMania
But I'm gonna
41.
we gonna go into WrestleMania 41 because you
Yeah,
already
but
know
right. So Damien, back to Damian
that's
Priest.
the big one.
I hope you get out. I hope I'm wrong and you get out
If
of
he hold it longer
August.
than August
He can hold
and
it
Bash in
after
Berlin,
August. He's gonna go all the way to Royal Rumble with it.
mm, okay, yeah, I can see that. If he holds it
I don't
past the
see.
summer,
I
then
don't
yeah,
see him going past Royal Rumble with it. I don't see
mm,
him going into WrestleMania with that title,
I don't think so. I don't think he's gonna
especially if
make it.
CM Punk won it.
Especially,
Unless CM
it's
Punk
a lot of people gunning for that title.
goes against Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 41.
That'd be good though, but I don't think that's what he's gunning for really. Depending on especially with the time the storyline that he got with Drew McIntyre right now,
Yeah,
and him
but
being
that's gonna be
involved
done
with
in
the
like three.
rivalry.
That's gonna be done in like three pay-per-views.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
they don't fight this pay-per-view, they fight in the next three will probably feature them.
one of them is gonna be SummerSlam automatically.
Well, yeah, I mean some of yeah. I
You
was
already
saying
know
before
that.
SummerSlam
Oh
because
yeah, no,
if my prediction is right, he will be done with Drew McIntyre before SummerSlam. That
yeah,
way, he will be in a title fight at SummerSlam against Damian Priest, which he'll take that title off of him.
right.
Hopefully, I'm wrong, and Damian Priest will fight. I don't know who. Depends on the draft.
This draft is gonna
Depends
be
on the draft
interesting. I'm
in
curious about the draft.
SummerSlam.
So
Yeah.
like you mentioned the draft. So who you think? So this is my curiosity. I was thinking about this right before we started the show.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna kind of like mix it too. So one of the things that happened during WrestleMania, right? This is the part. This is the part about the. I'm gonna mention about the tag matches, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we had a
Right.
tag team championship match with Finn Balor and
Oh, which
Damian
was
Priest
really
until,
good.
which
That
was
was really
actually a
good.
good match.
Yeah, that was actually
But
good.
it made me think. So we having
Mm-hmm.
the WWE draft now,
Mm-hmm.
and do you think that they actually now going to change? that title belt. Like they actually got now team
We
because it's
talked
split
about
again.
yeah, we
Now it's
talked
split
about
now,
them.
which I
Yeah,
didn't know they were gonna do that. So I was like, oh,
yeah,
I'm thinking they're gonna both walk out of WWE, like WrestleMania
yeah.
with both the
Right,
championship like they've been doing.
right,
But it's
right.
back to split. Someone's like,
Mhm,
are they gonna
mhm.
finally now change the title belts? No, are they?
Yeah,
We gonna actually see new like tag team
like new
championships?
versions of the belt, like how we
Yeah,
talking about, like
yeah.
new
Because we
versions,
was talking about it for
that
months before
getting that
WrestleMania.
silver, whatever that silver is off of that
Yeah,
belt.
that's
Yeah, I
yeah.
think
We
they
was
should.
talking about it like
It's a
way
new era
before.
now, new belts.
Yeah. So I'm like they
Yeah,
split now.
get
So I
that,
was
get off of
thinking
it.
like, are they
Yeah.
gonna finally do it now? Almost
Mhm.
like they're back to all their own individual brands now.
Yeah,
And I'm just like, okay, I think it should be now time to change them now.
it's
Because
definitely should be time to change it.
that's the
Yeah,
only ones that did not change.
yeah,
So
I know. It's been a minute.
so I'm like, I hope
Because it
design
changed.
moves.
Remember they had the black and gold and changed from the black and gold one
Yeah,
to
to like
not even gold. That was
it was
like
like
like a
bronze. It was
copper.
like a
It looked like a
copper
copper bronze or
bronze. Yeah, it's
something.
like a
Yeah,
copper bronze look.
it
Which
changed
it
from
wasn't.
that
Oh, it was okay. It wasn't. Not too
to the
spectacular.
silver. We need to come with the silver now. Come on now. Come on
Yeah,
with it.
I want to see how the design's gonna turn out. That should be
Yeah,
really cool. I hope
I hope.
it it looks as cool as when like we hope we get that surprise as much as when they introduced the world heavyweight title because that was
Yeah,
amazing. I was like,
yeah,
I hope it's up to that caliber for us
yeah,
like
yeah.
championship
I
designs.
hope it's a good one too.
I
Yeah,
hope
I hope
so.
it's a good
I
one.
hope it
Yeah.
just go back to the black and gold and that's it for
I hope
tag
it has
team.
some gold in it, y'all.
I hope
with
so. I hope
some
so.
black
Cause
diamonds in
I
there
don't
a
know.
little bit.
We gotta see some bling on the tag team titles. Cause
Yeah, we
every
definitely gotta
championship
see
at this
some
point
bling.
has some kind of bling on it. Even
Yeah,
the freaking United States one does as well.
yeah,
So we
yeah,
at this point, I'm just like, you know what? I kind of gotta thank John Cena for that. Cause he's the one that
yeah,
came up with the whole bling thing.
yeah.
I've seen that
Shuts up.
became a staple to WWE moving forward. Like
Right,
they just kept the bling for everything. Even
right.
over there on NXT has it. So like
Yeah,
their
NXT
titles.
one's nice too. It's very
NXT
nice. Yeah.
ones is really nice. Even their tag team titles really like most of the championships over there is really good too.
Hmm.
And then actually they have the North American Championship. That's not a bad looking design. It actually reminds me of one of the classic belts. Like, that's
Yeah,
probably the only one that kind of looks like kind of a
yeah.
little bit old school with it, but it still kind of have a modern take. But yeah,
Right.
I'm like I just had me thinking like this draft about to
Hmm.
happen, and I'm
Yeah,
like
it should. It definitely should. The draft is about. So who you think?
oh, so you about to
Who you
go into
think
what I was
going?
going to
Yeah,
the
who you think
the
is going to
drafts.
Raw? Who's going to SmackDown?
So first
Give me like a good three wrestlers you
three
think
wrestlers like for each brand. So
for each brand that's
first
going
and
to
foremost,
maybe
I'm gonna
switch.
probably say Cody might stay to SmackDown. He
He
probably
has
gonna
to.
he's gonna most likely
He
stay.
has to.
So he's gonna
Yeah.
be first pick. He might end up being first pick. Um, he
I
might
don't
end
even
up.
think he's going to be in the draft. I think he's going to be guaranteed. Guaranteed.
Yeah, you never
The
know. He's
champions probably will
probably
be guaranteed on it where they at right now.
yeah.
I don't
I'm
think it's switching.
so like okay. So let's erase the champions right. Like if you ever know where they at,
Hmm.
they most likely gonna stay.
Yeah. Let's
Um,
talk about impact.
every
Like
so
impact wrestlers. Three of them.
okay. So who we got in the roster? So I think so. CM Punk, I think he might stay right to Raw.
Hmm.
CM Punk might stay. Um, who we got? Um, I could that'd be great. It'd be interesting to see
Hmm.
the Sami Zayn and Logan Paul switch and go to
Yeah.
opposite brands. No,
Right.
that'll be interesting because we have not seen that in a minute either. That's
Right.
been a little
Right.
minute,
Right.
so it's
I think that would be good too. I think Logan Paul on Monday nights, but I know why Logan Paul's on Friday nights, right? But he I think Logan Paul will be good on Monday Night Raw, and I think
I
Sami
feel like
Zayn will
he'd
be
bring more buzz, even more buzz
good.
to the Monday Night Raw. You don't even know
Hmm.
the tensions on SmackDown already, being the fact how the stars over there. But I'm
Yeah.
like, we need more of that pickup when it comes to Raw. We have a little bit now that CM Punk is in the mix too,
Hmm.
but I feel like there's something missing for Raw a little bit to be that because Raw used to be the
Oh,
main
yeah.
one. Now
I
it's just
think.
it died down a little bit, and SmackDown been it. So it's like
Yeah.
if him coming to Raw, then that's gonna bring it up even further. He has more opportunity to go against people that I don't think he haven't faced yet over there over
Yeah.
there in Raw. to build more
Right.
storylines and stuff. So I was like, that'd be great if they decided to switch them and
Yeah.
have Sami Zayn go to the SmackDown, which that'd be great because guess who is over there as well? I think Kevin Owens over there.
Kevin Owens.
So
Yeah.
that'd be
Yeah.
great to see him and him holding the title,
Mhm.
the Intercontinental, the IC title.
Mhm.
That'd be great. So then you see them, you kind of get into that storyline as well. So
Yeah.
I was like, that'd be great to see that. Um, see them kind of switch.
Mhm.
Um, who else is still there? LA Knight.
Who you said? Yeah.
LA Knight.
Mhm.
I think he should switch to Raw now.
Yeah.
I think he should
Yeah.
switch to Raw now.
I was gonna say yeah. I was gonna say it's time for LA Knight
I think
to
he
make a
should
switch.
make his
Yeah.
buzz known for
Yeah.
Raw.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Jay. I feel like Jay should stay. Jay should probably stay. Jay should stay where
You
he's
know,
at.
Jay is up for going to SmackDown from after what
Really?
happened on
After what
Friday.
happened with Friday?
Yeah.
Oh.
After
Well,
what
I've
happened
been
on
hearing
Friday.
stuff. We're gonna get into it. I've been hearing stuff lately,
Mhm.
following after Friday, with
Right.
that.
Right.
So I've been hearing
Right.
some things been
Right.
going on now, which
So
kind of been interesting.
yeah. I think LA Knight moves to Monday Night Raw. I think
Yeah, I think it's
Jay
time for him
Uso
to
moves to
move.
SmackDown, and I think Becky Lynch moves to SmackDown.
Yeah, cause she
I
on
think
Raw right
Becky
now,
Lynch
right?
go. Yeah, I
She
think
on
Becky
Raw.
Lynch. I think it's time for Becky Lynch to go to SmackDown.
Oh,
I think Becky Lynch will go to SmackDown.
speaking of women, I'm gonna actually say you was right.
Hmm.
Jay Cargo, you was right. I was completely wrong. You was right about Jay. I was wrong. I was completely wrong. I was like, there's no way. And I seen that match card. I was like, oh, never mind. Yep, my dad was right. Immediately, I was like, oh, I seen the match card. She was in it. I was like, oh, never mind. I was wrong. I was like,
There was
okay.
no way.
I was
There's
like,
no way
because
she
I'm
could.
like, she
Yeah.
just came in. We didn't see
Yeah.
her in Royal Rumble. I'm like, she's new. She's like brand new. So I was like, there's no way
Hmm.
they're gonna throw her that. But I get it.
Yeah.
Because you made a good point. That star power she has. Someone's like,
Right. Yeah.
it's WrestleMania, so it's like this is the
Right.
biggest one. So I'm like, now
Yeah.
that I sat back, I thought about it. I'm like, you
Yeah.
know what? You got a good point, but I was completely wrong. I was wrong. I didn't think they was
Yeah.
gonna put her in there, but that was a great match too. By the way,
Yeah.
that was all the
That was
matches that
really that was a
this
good match.
WrestleMania was really good.
But
But but
yeah.
yeah, Jay, she might stay there
We
at
can get
SmackDown.
yeah.
Who else
Yeah,
over
yeah.
there?
She's
She's
not going
staying.
from
She's not
SmackDown.
going
She's
there. She
not.
just got
She's
put
she gonna
into
be
there.
there. Bianca's gonna be there. They're gonna win tag team matches,
We already
belts,
see that. No, you
and
already
then Jade will turn heel
yeah, we already
on
seen the results.
she'll
You
turn
already
heel on Bianca, and then they'll probably fight each other in SummerSlam.
I could say they can even hold it probably for WrestleMania too, for next
Cool.
year's for Jade
Next year
AJ
WrestleMania,
next year in
they'll hold
WrestleMania.
the tag team belts that long.
Or it could be a possibility. It could be a
There's a
possibility
possibility. But I
because like
think
it's a possibility,
you know, because it's the big four. Like
right?
SummerSlam is the big four. We can't. You know what I like about Triple H? Like we not holding, we not holding fights. Like
Right,
big fights will happen like
right,
now,
yeah.
like because you never know. Like God forbid one of them can get hurt, and then we'll never see that fight.
Mm.
Like if we can build the storyline what Triple H is doing and them is doing is building storylines now and looking
Which
into the
they've been
future.
phenomenal.
But having the matches now,
Right,
we not setting the matches up for they don't not setting the matches up for uh WrestleMania.
right,
That's too far.
right.
SummerSlam, he probably right now he's probably on SummerSlam, and
He
I'm
probably got
predicting
it
right
done
now
right
on this
now.
camera Bianca Belair and Jade Caldwell be fighting each other in SummerSlam. They will
Mm.
win the tag team belts within this month. Probably. What's this month? What we got pay per view
April
coming
we
up,
got
right?
um
Backlash coming
yeah
up.
backlash.
They'll win it at Backlash. They'll
Yeah, I
beat
think
them
we
at
were
Backlash.
seeing. I
That's
think
not even. I
backlash
don't
this
even think
month.
they on the card yet.
No, they're not.
I don't think
They
they
didn't show
announced
the
that
card
match yet.
yet. They didn't show the
Yeah,
cards yet.
they'll
Actually,
win it.
no. Backlash is next month.
Yeah,
So
they'll
we
win it.
took a little breather for a second, but until
Yeah,
next month, and then it's backlash. But
yeah, they'll win it.
they're
They'll
gonna
win
be
it
on
by
the
then.
card. They're gonna. We
Yeah,
always kind of see it now this past week because like
yeah.
they did well at WrestleMania. All three of them, by the way,
Yeah,
and
but then
they
they
showed up
Friday
again.
night they
They
just had a tag team match
yeah,
with
and they
each other.
did well there. So I'm like,
Yeah,
we already know the
it's a
results,
setup.
the end results.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
we
already
know what it
know.
is.
what's gonna happen with them two. So, which
Yeah,
is great. I'm loving it. I love it.
I'm loving it too. What I would, it would be odd. It would be odd if Bianca turns heel,
Mm. Which she
but I
can
think
though. Have we ever seen
I
Bianca
don't
be Hill
know.
though? I don't think
No,
we've
that
seen her
will
be Hill. She been a baby
no.
face the
That will
entire
be
time.
yeah.
That'd be
But I
new.
think
Cause Jade
I
Cargill is a
think
baby face technically,
uh,
but she's like a
uh
mix. She's like a mix.
yeah.
She's
She
like a
like a
mix.
tweener.
She's like a
Yeah,
but like
I can see her
Bianca
being a
Belair
heel.
being a heel, I don't think we ever seen that being a
Yeah,
full
but what
fledged
kind of
heel.
heel she would be?
I
Like
think
you know what I'm saying? Like would
she
that
would
even
tap into
work?
like I mean I feel like it probably will. You know, being the fact like
That will be it right there.
it will bring more
And she'll
attention
turn heel.
to her because like we all know how Bianca Belair is, and the fact when she just instantly turns heel, it's gonna bring more eyes to like, yo, what the
Yeah.
heck happened? So that's gonna make
She
everybody
doesn't
even
have
more.
to for the match will be
No, she
good
don't.
because you
But
know what I
like
mean.
that'd be very interesting if
That
like
would be
they lose
interesting if
it
she turned
and she
heel.
turns
Right?
heel,
Yeah.
and that'll be
Yeah.
great because it's gonna catch people off guard because we won't expect freaking
Right.
Bianca Belair to turn heel. Maybe Jade Cargill, yeah, because some
Yeah.
people are familiar
She
with
can do
her
it.
back in
Yeah, we know she can do
AEW.
it. Yeah. Right.
So we a little bit familiar with Jade Cargill. Like if you really a true dirty of like wrestling fan, you've seen her in AEW and how she was heel over there. So like we a
Hmm.
little bit expecting that, but Bianca, she had not been a heel at all since she debuted.
Nah.
So not really. So it's like
Nah.
that would be
That will catch everybody
interesting,
off guard if she become heel.
and that will bring more eyes to like what's
Yeah.
going on. That's that in that
Right. Yeah.
storyline. So I'm like, that would
She
be
would definitely
great.
have to. She would have to be really bad. Like she would have to be
Yeah, that
nasty with it.
I'm gonna love it. I feel like I'm gonna enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's gonna be great.
Yeah.
If I see that, that's gonna
They
be
have to do it
amazing.
right.
That's gonna be
They
amazing
have
if
to
I
do it
see
right.
that. I hope so.
Change music,
No one probably
change attire, everything. And if they
no
really do it right, she could bring two, you know what I mean, two NXT fighters with her,
probably
wrestlers with
so.
her.
Yeah, bring them up there
Will
from.
have like a little fraction or something. Like
Mm-hmm.
they
It's
can
gonna
do
be
it.
it's
They
so
could be.
unpredictable. This is why
Yeah.
it's so good now that I once again give Triple H his props because
Yeah.
WWE became unpredictable again, and like we
Right.
don't know what direction can go with these
Yeah.
storylines. Like because we before we already knew the outcome of certain things. We still kind of do
Hmm.
now, but like now it's more in the air when it comes to certain
Yeah.
people in
Yeah.
their storylines because like
It's
yo
it's
it could go any
it's
direction.
unpredictable now. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
which
can't
is
really like
great.
kind of. But I've been watching wrestling for a long time. I kind of certain things. Yeah. So they'll
Yeah,
be fighting. They'll be on the card against each other by SummerSlam.
yeah. We ever know they probably staying over there on SmackDown.
They both gonna be on SmackDown.
Who
So
else
I
is?
predict Becky Lynch going to SmackDown, Jay Uso going to SmackDown after what happened Friday, and
Yeah,
LA
we
Knight
gonna get
going
into that
to
in a little
Monday Night
bit,
Raw,
but
and
I think it's time for him. Yeah.
hopefully Logan
Oh,
Paul and Sami Zayn will switch.
and I was gonna say AJ could probably go to Raw too. Now, probably so. Unless they
Yeah.
get Randy go to
Whoever
Raw.
whoever no, Randy stays.
He think he's good where he's at with SmackDown.
Randy stays. And you know why Randy stays?
Oh, he might go after. Oh, okay, okay,
You
okay,
know why Randy stays. You
okay,
know why Randy stays. It has
okay,
to happen. It has to
okay.
happen.
I
It
see. All
has
right.
to. It has to.
Okay. Yeah, I can see why he might
This
go
has
to
to
SmackDown.
happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, universe, this has to happen. I know D it just dawned on D just now, but Randy
I
Orton,
didn't think about it
Cody
though.
Rhodes has to happen.
Yeah, I
Randy
didn't.
has to turn
That's a
heel.
good. That's a. Ooh, we get the
He has to
old.
be a
He has the
legend
legend
killer.
killer again.
He has
Oh
to be the
man,
apex predator that he
you see
is.
that come back? That's gonna be awesome.
It will happen. It will happen, and it has to happen. And that's probably gonna be the
Mm,
SummerSlam main event.
I forgot about that. Yeah, I'm like Randy
That's
is
probably gonna be
returning.
SummerSlam main event.
That'd be a great main event right there.
If here's the thing, right? Here's the wild card, right?
Hmm.
If Gunter goes to SmackDown,
Right. He's on Raw right
eh,
now. Yeah.
right? Gunter, if they take Gunter, and Randy leaves and goes to Raw. Then Gunther becomes the man, and then everything I said about Damian Priest out the window, right?
Right.
Because but I don't think Gunther. That's the wild card. I don't know
Right.
wherever Gunther lands, right? So if
It's
Gunther
yeah.
lands on
Wherever he
SmackDown,
lands on, yeah.
he going after Cody Rhodes. If Gunther stays on Raw, he will be going after Damian Priest.
Hmm.
Right? I can see that happening because D remember, because remember when Gunther, remember Judgment Day came in the ring and Damian Priest said, "I want that." Remember when he
Oh
had the
yeah.
Intercontinental
Right.
belt?
Right. Yeah. He was
He
going
said, "I
for that
want that."
Intercontinental belt for a minute too. Yeah,
Yeah,
he was. Yeah, at some point. Yeah, he definitely
he said, "I
was.
want that."
Mm.
I want that. So
Mm.
so if Gunther stays on Raw, then Gunther's going after that belt. But if Gunther goes to SmackDown, then he's going after Cody Rhodes, which I think that Triple H knows he's really smart, and Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes is a better storyline for now.
Right. Right.
After after AJ Styles beat LA Knight
Right.
this
So they
Friday night.
yeah, they fighting each other next
They
Friday.
fighting this Friday night, and I'm predicting AJ Styles
The
gonna
Friday
beat
night. Yeah.
LA Knight this Friday. Y'all thinking LA Knight gonna win? He not gonna win. I
No.
think
He already
AJ
lost at
Styles
WrestleMania.
cut match just matchup wise, like wrestling
Right.
wise, this is gonna be a better wrestling match.
Right.
Cody Rhodes against AJ Styles. For the wrestling fans that like wrestling, it's gonna be an absolute good wrestling fight.
Right.
LA Knight and Cody Rhodes will be like it's like a fan thing.
Right. Right. It's more
You
like
want to
leaning
see
towards
LA
star
Knight?
power.
You want to see LA Knight? It's like a star power thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I
But
see
if
that. I
if
can see that.
we not going with the star power thing, but let's go with AJ Styles
We want to
against
see
Cody
a match. We
Rhodes
want to see a fight. Yeah.
because we already know Cody Rhodes is not losing the
Right.
belt,
Right.
which we know. We also know Jay Uso is not going to beat Damian Priest for the belt.
Right. Yeah.
Talk
We
about
already
that.
know.
Talk about how what they doing to Jay Uso right now. Like
Yeah.
they should
They
have
got
let
him
Jimmy win them. That's what I
for
thought they was gonna let
WrestleMania.
Jimmy win. Yeah, he should have
Hmm.
won. Jimmy should have won. I feel like Jimmy should have won.
But like, how would they
It would have been good. It would have been better
like
because
if they
Jimmy
would
need a push. He need a push.
right?
He needed that
Yeah. He
push.
kind
But
of been like getting a
I
little
see why
sidelined
they
though.
didn't let Jimmy win. I see why because it's Friday. I see what happened. Why they
Hmm.
didn't let Jimmy win because of that storyline, right? Because of the bloodline storyline. I
So
see what
yeah,
happened.
like good thing you mentioned. Like that's
But
kind
I
of
don't like them what they doing to Jay Uso because Jay Uso is not gonna go to
yeah. We
win.
know he's not gonna
He's not gonna
win
win.
to have the championship.
He's
Like
not gonna
so,
beat no Damian Priest.
like you
Now
kind of
Damian Priest first title defense.
yeah. No, he's not. Yeah, I don't know why they did that. I guess they kind of gave him like a number one contender. But like you did mention about the bloodline. I'm like the bloodline thing. I'm like what happened Friday. They may have now it's becoming even more interesting because
Yeah,
from what I was hearing following after Friday, we got somebody brand new involved with the bloodline now. And what I was hearing that they're gonna have their own version of like their own Civil War type of thing happen again, but it's a little
yeah.
different, because we seen that before. But like I was
Hmm.
hearing like they're gonna kind of change it up a little bit, being fact
Yeah,
of who we saw be a part of the bloodline now,
right.
and how Solo's kind of becoming like maybe he's still gonna be that he want to be the leader of the bloodline, and then
Yeah.
Roman's not in the picture as much as he is. So
Well, we probably not gonna see Roman for. It's probably gonna be a while before we see Roman.
it's probably gonna be wild. It's probably gonna be
It's
wild.
probably
I
gonna be
mean,
a while.
we,
I can't even predict
no, but
when
we
Roman's gonna
knew
come
like
back.
we're not gonna see Roman for a minute,
Yeah.
especially him losing the title. Like we knew he was gonna be out for quite a minute. We seen it
Um,
coming. But
if
like
if I will say when we gonna see Roman,
you think
Royal
probably Royal
Rumble.
Rumble? Yeah,
Yeah.
thinking the same thing. Like Royal Rumble, he probably would come back.
He definitely deserves this time, and I know he's been battling every day with leukemia,
Right?
and
Yeah,
God bless you,
he's
man.
current. Yeah,
And I want to see you back in the ring, and
yeah, he's
I
currently
think you
battling with it right
deserve
now.
I
Yeah,
think you deserve this time off, And
It's
if
well deserved, by the
I
way.
wish I'm wrong, and I wish you come back maybe SummerSlam or Survivor Series,
I hope so, but
but
give me that.
but I
We
think
need that
Royal
rest. So
Rumble will be Royal Rumble will
yeah,
happen. I believe. Let's talk about the. You want to talk about the bloodline since you bring up the bloodline? Let's just talk about
yeah,
the
we could talk
bloodline.
about about the
So
line.
to, Friday. So speak about
So
Friday.
yeah,
You
so
can talk.
Friday was interesting because you know the typical segment. Paul Heyman comes in, Hall of Famer. Yeah, congrats on
Yeah,
him. He definitely deserves it. He
congratulations.
deserves
Definitely
that.
deserved it,
That's
and
well
he
deserved.
killed
And
it.
I
By the
like
way.
how they placed it too. It being in
Hmm.
Philly and him with the ECW. That
Yeah.
was great. His segment
Right.
in Hall of Fame was actually amazing. Like that was
Yeah.
probably the best
It
part
was
on
great.
that
Yeah.
night for me. Like
Yeah.
that
I
whole
actually I shed a tear. I did
that
shed a
was
tear for it.
great. Like it was
Yeah. That's
amazing.
definitely
Like
good.
his whole speech in the Hall of Fame and everything, and them going back to ECW time, like it was amazing. Like he's well
Hmm.
deserved. But he actually should have deserved it a while ago. But I heard that he declined it a couple of
Yeah.
times. They did offer
Yeah.
him Hall of Fame a few times, and he's like, nah. But I feel like this was the time because it was set in Philly, where everything was
Yeah.
kind of where he built ECW
Yeah.
and people like that kind of set the stage of how wrestling is now. So
Right.
it's well deserved. I congratulate him on that. And
Yeah.
but yeah, we had Paul Heyman, and we had Jimmy, and Jimmy there solo, and they had the usual segment, and something just he's just like what we gotta make a change. He mentioned new era because that's a thing now, but it
Hmm.
really is. And Solo was like, what, we gotta make a change, and he gave that Jimmy he kind of put on what Roman did a little bit. Remember Roman did something similar to that
Hmm.
way back. He kind of gave him like a little sympathy, and then he just like, all right,
Yeah.
we're gonna put you down now. We
Yeah.
seen that
Yeah.
happen, so yeah, he
Yeah.
just absolutely
It's like some
obliterated
movie. It's like
Jimmy.
a movie thing. Like, yeah, I gotta put you down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he just, well, not even just, it wasn't just him. So we had what's his name? Uh, I forgot his name. It's like, but it started with a T. We had him debut for the first time.
It was like
Um,
Tonka or something like
Tonka. So
that.
I
Like
forgot,
Tonka.
but I forgot
Yeah.
where he. I feel like I've seen him from somewhere else though, but
They say he was in like New Japan or
New
something,
Japan,
like
right?
Japan or China wrestling or
He could
something
have
like
been an
that. He was
Impact.
dominating.
Could have
Yeah.
been an Impact as well. But like he debuted for the first time. Cause we was like,
Yeah.
yo, who the heck is that? Who the man? And
Right.
it was him. And it
Yeah.
was just like that just surprised the heck out of everybody because like
Yeah.
we had nothing about him at all. So that's kind of spiced things up. He absolutely solo being solo the Blair ready Jimmy. So I kind of still
Yeah.
felt a little bad actually.
Well, I kind of heard that they was like, I kind of heard that it was gonna, like they had somebody tucked away,
Yeah, I had
that they was gonna
somebody.
bring
Yeah,
somebody, but I didn't think that
I thought they
it
were
was
gonna
gonna be
bring
that
out
soon. I didn't think it was gonna be so soon. I thought like they was gonna let Jimmy and Solo get a little run together.
you know what I thought though? Like I heard that too, and I thought who I thought this gonna bring, um, Umaga's son. I thought they was gonna bring him.
This is
Uh,
a manga son.
is this Manga son? Is it?
This is a manga son. Yeah,
This is him?
he's a manga son.
Okay. Yeah. So this is him. Okay. I
Yeah,
thought it was
this is a
okay.
manga son. Yeah, that's what
Okay.
this is.
This is Manga son. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So I know they. I heard about it like a while
Yeah,
back.
well, we heard about we heard
Like a
something about
while back, right?
they
This
was
is
gonna
way
bring
before
him, but
everything. Yeah.
yeah, I didn't
They
think they was
kept it
gonna bring him
on.
so early.
I didn't
Yeah,
know they were gonna
so
bring
early.
him like now. Well, it makes sense. Like it make it's right
Yeah,
after
yeah, yeah. It definitely
WrestleMania,
makes
so
sense.
it's
It
like
makes sense. It makes
that
sense.
bring
Yeah,
more buzz too.
yeah.
That brought a little bit more buzz. So it's like it's this is the first SmackDown after WrestleMania, so
Right,
we
right.
didn't get too many. Well, we got surprises for sure, WrestleMania. I will say that. Um,
We
but
ain't get no real surprises on Monday Night
yeah,
Raw, which
Raw
is kind
wasn't
of
really surprised.
Raw didn't have no surprises.
Yeah, it wasn't really. Yeah, yeah. That's why. Speaking of Raw, yeah, it wasn't really. I was expecting somebody to either return or make their
Yeah,
debut, and
yeah.
it wasn't made too. That actually kind of happened in SmackDown. Um, yeah, I was expecting that
Right,
being
yeah,
the first like
yeah,
main show
yeah.
of like that being we call it
Right,
like the
right.
new season of the
Yeah,
WWE, like the season
yeah.
restarted. Because
Right.
they don't have no seasons off, so that's basically what that was.
Yeah.
I was expecting somebody to start come back from whoever was returning. That
Yeah.
really didn't happen, which it was just like, yeah, but it was still good. Don't get me wrong, Raw was still kind of
Yeah.
good, but it was just
Yeah.
like we didn't really see surprises really, like
Yeah.
anybody coming back or like we didn't really see that
I like
until
this though. I like this. I like Solo taking a mantle. Like I'm the man now. Like Roman's gone and I'm the guy. Like I'm the
yeah.
guy. I like them bringing Umaga son. We'll get his name Umaga son Tonk. I'm just gonna call him like Miss T.
I think it's
I
Tonka. No,
like
I think
them
you're right. I
bringing
think
T
is it
Tonka.
Tonka? I think it's
Tonka
Tonka. I
T
think
is
it.
sorry, man.
We sorry.
T. I'm just gonna call him T.
I think it's Tonka. I think. Let me see it. Let me go back a little bit. We sorry, man. We
Uh,
way
yeah,
off with
man.
anime.
So I like them bringing him, and I like Solo being the guy now. Like Solo's the
Yeah,
guy.
I'm digging it. I'm
What
digging
it
it.
is though is Paul Heyman still gonna be with
With the
Solo,
bloodline.
or Solo going to be him and Tucker gonna be the ones speaking? Like it
Mm.
Paul
So
Heyman gonna
they you think
stay?
he won't
Does he
need
stay with
the?
Solo?
Mm.
Because I thought Paul Heyman probably was gonna take a little break too, because
That's what I
Roman's not
thought.
around.
Yeah,
But
that's
right,
what
it's
I
like
thought too. I thought the same way
um,
too. Yeah, I didn't know he was gonna.
either way, it would have been good. Either way, do
Mm-hmm.
I think that they do need Paul Heyman. Like I don't Solo doesn't have mic skills like that, so Paul Heyman kind of like can speak for him.
Right.
So I think that's a good thing. They more of the muscle.
Right. You know, Paul
So I
Heyman. You know,
believe Paul
he's
Heyman will
always.
stay. They're kind of like how they doing, like reluctantly, because Solo is intimidating and he don't want to
Right.
get beat up.
Right.
So it's kind of like you gotta stay with me because I'm the man and I'll beat you up, kind
But
of
there
thing,
was
right? So it's
like
kind of
this
like,
made
yeah,
me
you
think
gotta stay
too.
here.
Like this made me think. You mentioned Paul Heyman. This made me think though because like I said, I was hearing something about what he taking his storyline moving forward, and like remember I mentioned earlier, they might be doing this whole civil war against in the bloodline again because Paul Heyman that's Roman's.
Right?
Roman is
Yeah.
his guy.
Right.
That's his wise man. Something like
Right. Yeah.
now
Yeah.
Solo's taking him from him, and it's like Roman might feel some type of way. Like yo, that's my Rome. That's my
Yeah.
wise man.
Yeah.
What he doing? Right?
Yeah. Do
Like
they like where does it go? I know. I heard a bunch of Roman's interviews, and he actually let WWE know when he handed it to WWE when he was gonna lose the belt. Like he knew that he was gonna when he was gonna lose the belt.
yeah, I
Like
heard
he
that
know,
too.
and
He
he
kind of like
knows,
hinted it a little bit. Yeah.
and they said that the bloodline storyline will carry on and go on for they can have the story go on for like years. They just getting started with the bloodline story.
Right. Now I heard him.
Like
Like, I
just
heard him a
warming
couple
up.
of
You heard
times.
Paul Heyman say that they just
They
warming
just
up. They
warming up.
just
Yeah.
starting up with the bloodline storyline.
I heard the same
So
thing from Roman.
yeah,
He kind of
because they
like
deep. It's
yeah, no,
deep
it's
now. They family
it
deep.
can
Family tree is
grow.
deep.
Yeah, no, it can continue on for a
They can go a
while.
lot of ways now though,
Right.
because you know what I mean. The Rock can come back and Roman can come back, and
He no, The
I'm
Rock is still
predicting.
involved too now.
I'm
So
predicting. Jay Uso. You know what I mean. I'm predicting the
think the Usos gonna reunite?
Usos coming back together. If not,
Hmm.
then maybe civil war and Roman don't take no time off, and Roman comes back like, hey, nah, hey,
Like what's
Solo,
going
like
on?
I'm the tribal chief, and they're like, nah, you lost. I'm the guy. I'm the tribal chief now.
That's what made me think. Like I think that's the
I'm
route
the
they're
tribal
taking
chief.
because like
Yeah.
even when at the little segment after like they beat up Jimmy, right? So we seen
Yeah.
Paul Heyman come out like I guess the healing area, whatever you call it,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
Umanga's son comes up. He's like, that was under the tribal chief's order to do that, to kind of bash on freaking Jimmy. So I'm just like,
Yeah.
but it makes me think like, you look how Solo is doing. Like he's like, like tribal chief's not here. Like you might have to listen to me. Like you ever see it? He's like
Yeah.
time to
Yeah.
do that now. So it's like I could
Right.
see
Right.
them bringing Roman in, and he's like, what do you like? I'm the tribal chief. What be? I'm the head of the table, not you. But I would
Right.
kind of
Yeah.
could see it a little
And I
bit
can
now.
see Solo like, you lost the belt.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
you're not the man
I'm the
anymore.
guy.
Yeah, you're not the
Yeah.
head of the table. You lost the
Yeah.
title. Like you're not. He be like,
Especially if
oh,
he get his hands on like, you know what I'm saying, like especially if Solo, especially if they, I could see them winning the tag belts.
Mm,
But if Solo gets his hands, let's say Sami Zayn and Logan Paul switch, right?
right.
And Solo beats Logan Paul and gets an Intercontinental belt. Now I can see him like really enhanced. Like
Well, me
I
Sami
have a
Zayn.
belt, right?
You
Like
said
I got a belt, so I'm the
me Sami
tribal
Zayn for
chief.
the IC title. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, like I'm the belt. I got the belt, so
yeah. He
I
has a
got a
belt.
belt,
He
so
has at
I'm
least
the
a
tribal
belt,
chief, and you're not.
which it has been a while since Solo had a belt. By the way,
Yeah,
it's been a little minute, so I can see that
I don't
too.
think so. Solo, I don't think Solo never had a
No,
belt.
he did. He had the at the time he did when he first was in the bloodline. He had the North American title at the same time. They all remember they all had title belts. Like Jimmy and Jay had the tag team. Of course, Roman had the Universal at the time. And yeah, when Solo first came in, he had a title.
Yeah,
He had a title, but he was still kind of part of
so
NXT
I
at the
can see
time
it.
a little bit.
Yeah,
But it's been a while. Someone's like, I could
but
see that.
it's interesting. It's interesting because I think that if Roman doesn't, then Jey Uso will get drafted by SmackDown
Mm. This is gonna
or
be
some. You know what I mean?
interesting.
Like Jim,
Yeah,
like how hurt is Jimmy? Right? Like
right,
is Jimmy hurt to the point where we're not gonna see him for a couple of months, or is you know what I mean? Or Jimmy is hurt where in 2 weeks time he's going after Solo on them, and now they having like a
right.
feud.
Like he's just a little
And
bit.
now, but he needs somebody to help him. So now he goes to his brother, like, "Hey, man, you know what I mean?" He goes to
Yeah,
Raw and like, "Hey, man, I need some help over here." Like
he
trying
like
to
try
get
to
his brother to help him out. You know
put
what I mean?
the
So
like
I can
bygones
see
with
that too.
bygones. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Cause they
I
had
can
their
see that
little.
too.
Yeah, it could go that
We
way.
gotta kind of take these guys out, and you know what I mean. And
Yeah, they
then
always running the bloodline.
who
Yeah,
knows? Maybe they got another cousin or somebody, and it'll be three of them.
yeah, their family is huge. But
Yeah.
I'm liking where it's going. And you mentioned like you was talking about Roman earlier. I did hit the same thing. Roman did hint a couple of times like he's going to take it a little easy. The whole leukemia thing. I didn't know like that was brand new. I didn't know he was still fighting with that until like that when he was talking about it too. I think one of the announcers said something about it. I had no
Yeah.
clue. I was like, wow. So
I
he's
know
been
he had
doing it
it.
for a
You know,
minute.
I know he had it down, but then I read something. I've been reading because I read something or seen something like kind of like I think it's probably like I mean it's kind of like a battle every day, so it's kind of like just like taking it. I can see how he takes some time and kind of like deal with it, and then
Yeah,
come back.
yeah, that's a serious
You know
thing.
what I mean?
Yeah,
Come back. Yeah, that's definitely a serious thing because right. Not for nothing. I love Roman, but right, not for nothing. We in good hands right now.
yeah.
It's enough storylines, enough
I think
superstars to
we
kind of hold it
segued to the
down right
point to
now.
where yeah
It's
we're good right now. Yeah,
get your health together and then come back.
yeah.
Royal
Cause
Rumble
he
and
held it down for a
you
while.
know win the Royal Rumble and go out to Cody again, part three,
Yeah,
if you want
well,
to.
if he decided, but like he did hint to like him leaving for a bit. I heard it. I seen an interview like that too. Even like in the press a little bit, he kind of said it
Hmm.
again and like, like I'm done. Like after this, like he know he's gonna lose the belt. He knew it. I think
Yeah,
they already knew he was gonna get rid of it. So he was like, you know what, I'm just gonna take my break.
yeah,
But I think we in good hands now. But as far as like how storyline's gonna pan out with her the
yeah.
bloodline and him not being in the
Right,
picture as much.
right.
Um, but I think it's at a good spot. Um, it's good. Let's just see how everything turns out. I feel like it's a lot of like potential for a lot of stuff, and still
Yeah,
what Paul Heyman said last year. He was like, it's like we
yeah.
might be what ended this is like maybe the fourth. What ending? I think we
Hmm.
come to bloodline right now. Oh, Paul was like, yeah,
Yeah,
last year
yeah.
was
They
like
said
third
something about
inning.
Leia like being like the third or fourth inning.
This is like the fourth inning
So
right now.
yeah,
Somebody
yeah.
actually asked Paul asked Paul Heyman about that too, and he was like, it's still kind of going on. Like,
Yeah, because remember they can still add like honorable people. You know what I mean?
oh
Like a
yeah.
Sammy,
Well, now
like
yeah, we seen that's
honorable
possible now.
superstars, like how they did with Sami Zayn. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? Like they can get like
we
honorable
see that
henchmen or
possible
something.
now. Like he's not even a part
Yeah,
of the family. Like they just added him. Like it just built.
yeah.
They could, there's so
You
many
don't gotta
directions
be
they could
like a
take
part of
it.
the family. Yeah,
Uh,
to kind of get added in.
let me
So
see.
I can see like I can see. What's those two big guys that's with uh carrying cross?
Oh,
I can see
AOP,
them being,
AOP.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I can
AOP.
see ALP kind of, chilling with Solo.
By the way, their thing is kind of like interesting too, because they feuded a bit with Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits, and
Yeah,
they came out. Street Profits, of course, came out. They came out victorious at WrestleMania as well.
yeah, yeah.
And
It's about time because they was getting their ass whipped.
yeah,
But
they was getting beat down.
yeah, it's gonna be down.
I was
It was
starting to feel a
definitely,
little bad for them. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah,
They,
it's
they
gonna
need
be
to they
down.
need to steam a little bit. They
Yeah,
kind of getting that tag team title picture again because
yeah.
they was getting washed.
Who you? Who? Oh, before I was gonna go to Rhea Ripley, but I wanna give a big shout out to Logan Paul, man.
Mm.
Logan Paul, brother. Listen, man. You are now a WWE superstar in
Yeah,
my
I,
eyes,
I
man.
give it to
Like
that. He
you're
is.
you
He
taking
is.
seriously, man. You doing some things in that ring I haven't seen in a minute, man. And
Yeah.
and I could tell you working hard at the craft, bro. And I
Yeah.
want to give you
No,
your
I give him.
respect.
I give it that.
And I
He
hope
is.
you hold on to that U.S. Championship belt for a long time until they find a way how to put you into one of the title pictures. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
in
I
with
believe
Titus.
one day you will be the champion. One
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it's going to be this year, but next
It
year,
happened eventually.
2025. I'm predicting 2025 you'll be a champion.
It will happen eventually. Like it's great. I
Yeah,
do give Logan Paul his props a little bit because like he does show like yeah this is his part for him,
yeah.
right? He's shown it so many times. Like he
For
definitely
him to
proved
beat
it.
Randy and
Yeah, he
Kevin
definitely
Kevin
proved at
Owens,
WrestleMania to us like
yeah, the
yo
triple
I'm
threat,
I'm here
yeah,
I'm here to stay. So
yeah,
I give Logan Paul and even better now is he sponsored his the company with his own brand too now. So
right,
like they kind of like
right.
together now too, which is amazing. And he's bringing more people into it. And I just seen actually recently during WrestleMania,
Hmm.
he signed Cody Rhodes to be part of the Prime. And Cody Rhodes got his own bottle, which was cool by the way. It
Yeah,
was actually amazing. Matter of
yeah.
fact, if I could find the image of it, it has the logo on it and everything. Actually, it was nice.
Oh, that's
Um,
cool, man.
like that joint,
Don't he have Patrick Mahomes too? I
I
think he got Patrick
believe
Mahomes too, right?
so, but like
I
he's
think
the
so.
one that actually has like
Hey
a
man,
bottle, like a design.
he's one of the next.
Yeah.
I don't see it this year. Like I could be wrong, but I don't see it this year. I don't see him because I don't see Cody losing the belt, so I don't see him having that. I do see him probably down the line fighting Cody for the belt, but I don't see him beating Cody for the belt.
Nah,
I
he's
don't
not.
know.
They can throw him in there, but it's
If
like
they
Cody has so
swap
much
him and
heat.
he go to Raw, I can see him kind of in that title picture, but I can't see him right now in this year in the title picture unless he's one of the guys that I think can win the Money in the Bank if he's in the Money in the
Possibly,
Bank.
possibly.
But
That's like
I
it's
really think
like anything goes with that one.
who
Like
you think should be the Money in the Bank winner. I'll tell you who I think should be
mm.
the Money in the
Oh
Bank
yeah,
winner.
here's
Who you want to have the Money in the Bank?
oh
Let's go
that's
with
a
the
good one.
females and the males. Let's do
So
that.
female
Shout out to
size,
Logan Paul, though, man.
Logan Paul. Yeah, no, I'll give him his props. Like I'll give him his props. But as far as running a bank run, cause that's why I'm interested. Cause that's when everything really starts spicing up. So for the women's side first,
Mm-hmm.
that's oh, cause there's a lot. You know, what would be crazy if they do
Yeah.
if Jade actually win it. No, that'd be wild. That'd be wild.
Yeah.
Fargo wins that. She ended up winning the Money in the Bank on the women's side. If she gets thrown
Mm.
in the match, like
I didn't even,
her getting in
man. I
there,
didn't even have her in the That's a great pick though,
like her
because
coming out. Yeah, you already know
eventually,
she's gonna win a title. So
yeah,
her being thrown into the Money in the Bank, and
yeah,
if she wins it, you already know the stipulation was. You already know what's gonna go down, and she could
right.
pick any championship, and you already know who the champions are. So
Hmm.
she might could even go out to Rhea Ripley for that one, prior to
That
that
would be
one.
crazy, but I think that I think if you're gonna hold on to a match, I think that would be a great WrestleMania match.
Yeah, that probably,
Rhea
that
Ripley,
probably, that probably. But I
definitely.
did. That's my wild card, like pick as far as the women's side. I'm like,
Yeah,
look at the steam
yeah.
she's been going
That
at.
is a good. That is a good choice, yo.
Like she's getting that buzz right now.
Yeah,
Is she's
that's a good
blowing up in
choice.
popularity, like, even more so. And for
Mm-hmm.
her to be in part of that match and she come out winning it, I'm just like that
Yeah,
would be some
I
crazy
can't
steam.
even. I can't even go
Cause
against that.
everybody in
Really.
there, if they throw in anybody, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
them probably have already won the Money Bank before.
Right.
Some one way and
That's
another.
why I don't want. I don't want nobody to win. Like I don't think the Money in the Bank. I don't think anybody this year's Money in the Bank should be two two superstars that never won it, and two
Right,
superstars that you really ain't gonna think that's gonna win it.
right.
Will win
They
it,
can they can
right?
throw in a
Kind of like
weird
you remember that
curveball.
year. They had I know it was COVID year. I think Otis won it.
Otis
Money in
won
the
the
Bank.
Running Bank. Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
mean curveball. We
And
didn't want
who was
the
the other person?
Oscar won it.
It was
Oscar,
somebody. It
I
was
think
no
Oscar.
no no no. It
No,
was
no. Otis definitely won the men's one.
uh Austin Theory. Austin Theory.
Oh
Remember
yeah,
Austin
yeah,
Theory
yeah. He
won
won
it,
it
but
after a while.
he
He
didn't
didn't.
cash it in.
Yeah, yeah,
He cashed it in for the Intercontinental, I
yeah.
believe, or United
He
States.
it
One
was
of them.
the he
United
tried to
States,
cash it
right?
for the United
United
States
States.
title. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was really unpredictable. But like, yeah, they can do
yeah,
that too this year. But it's very.
yeah.
That's why I'm kind of interested in how they're gonna take Money
I
in the Bank
think
this year. But like,
for the
that was
men's
my curveball
side,
for my woman. So it's Jay Cargill, her
the
being in a
men's
match
side,
and
I
winning that
think,
joint.
yeah, the men's side, I want Trick Williams to win it. I know it's
Mm.
probably not gonna happen.
That'd be. I mean, he could come to the main roster
Probably
now.
not even gonna be in the belt, but not in the match. But I want Trick Williams to win it or Logan Paul to win it.
If Logan Paul wins, that's gonna make some major noise. And him
Yeah,
being not only a United States champion, but him
and
in Money in the
the Money in the
Bank,
Bank winner.
that
Yeah,
will be
definitely.
interesting. That will
Yeah,
be could not let anything
I
goes.
like Logan Paul winning it. If not Logan Paul, I would love Trick Williams to win it.
I can see that. You know, they
Yeah,
gotta call him. He's already still in NXT right now. I think
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Which I've
That's
been
what I'm
hearing like
saying.
he's been doing very well. Like he's getting buzz
Yeah,
everywhere. I've been hearing
he
that.
can get drafted though. So he can get drafted to Raw
Oh
SmackDown
yeah, that's right. Yeah, he
if they don't want
can.
to put the
Cause
belt on him.
they do grab people for NXT. I forgot it. That's right. Yeah. So he can get drafted. No, no what? I didn't think about that.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
good one.
On the women's side, I didn't think
I didn't think about
I
that.
liked it. I like Jade. If not Jade, I think this girl it's two girls. Tiffany Stratton
Hmm.
or what's her name? Roxy
Auntie
Perez,
Perez.
whatever. Yeah, the
Yeah.
one that has the NXT belt.
Oh yeah. I think so.
Rosa Perez or
Rosa
something like
Perez,
that.
something like that. I
Yeah,
feel like
sorry.
I'm a topic. If I had to pick between them two, maybe Tiffany. I could.
Yeah,
That'll be
I
a
think
curveball.
Tiffany will be
That'll be a
good
curve.
if it's
That'll
not
be a
Jade.
curve.
I
Yeah,
think
I
Jade
can
was
kind of
is dope.
see her coming out on top, and she already has that heel persona. So her winning the Money in the Bank, that'll be, that'll be. I see it coming. If it's not Jade, because like if it's not her, then probably at least Tiffany to give her that little bit push. Uh, and she can do her usual praying around like I can come at the any one of y'all. So,
Hmm.
but she's a good wrestler too, by the way. She's not bad. Um, but like she
Yeah,
can do her usual like still be her heel self. Be like, I can target you. I can target you, and just basically show in your face like I can call him to any one of y'all. So
yeah,
I could see probably like out of them two, I'll probably pick Tiffany out of that one.
yeah.
If it's not Jade, then probably Tiffany. Cause
Right,
she definitely needs that
right.
push, and she been getting there. She's done one of those. She's one of those hills where like something's gonna end up happening towards the end, right?
Hmm.
Like she's been losing, but then again,
We know. Yeah, yeah. She
that
has that. She has something. I
she
like
has
Tiffany
something there. I
Stratton. She
seen it
has
there, like
something.
immediately, especially when it came to like
Yeah,
Friday and like SmackDown, this past SmackDown. She got
right.
a little
Yeah,
picture with Bailey, and And then you can have Naomi come out, and I just like how she like how her character is. Cause it's like it's something there with her. Like I don't know, I can't really put my
Right.
finger on it, but cause we seen heels like this so many
Mm-hmm.
times, especially on the women's side. We've seen it so many
Right.
times.
Right.
Like they be like the craziest curveball. Like we don't think like they be losing like crazy. They That's
Right.
why
Right.
until something
Then they put
happens
her
and
in that match, and
they
then
put that and
bam, that's
they
it.
win. Someone's like, I feel
Yeah.
like that's gonna happen again with her, and it's
Yeah.
like if she gets put in that Money in Bank, that she might come out
Sh- She get
Miss
put in
Money
that
in
money in
Bank.
the bank. I'm favoring her to win, especially if Jade not in it.
Yeah, if Jay's not in it, then we already know guarantee. And she's in, and if Tiffany's in that match, guarantee she probably gonna end up coming out. They can probably put a curve and let her win that. Right? Let her be
Right.
Miss Money in
Yeah.
the
I
Bank.
can see that.
My
I can see that.
men, I don't think I'll pick my men. Um,
Yeah. You didn't.
oh,
I said I want
you
Trick
said
Williams
Trick
if
Williams
he
from
and Logan
NXT.
Paul. I said Logan Paul.
It'd be a crazy curveball too. I'm gonna throw another one
Yeah.
out there too. Brown Breaker. Yeah, he might need that.
You know what? That's my third. He's my third guy though. Braun Breaker. He's definitely
He might
my
need
third
it.
guy.
He might
That'll be
need
a
it.
curveball.
That'd be
That'll
another.
be a
I
curveball.
think that'd be the night of
Curveball.
curveballs.
Curveballs.
I feel like Money in Bank could be the night of like mad
Hmm.
curveballs.
You think somebody will cash in?
The same
If Jay
night.
wins, does she cash in that night?
Oh, um,
That'll be
that would
it.
be
It
crazy
just
though.
it happened.
No, we seen it happen before. Yeah, we
Yeah.
definitely seen it happen before. They kind
If Jade,
I gave it out to Liv for
that
that
that's
one, but
it.
she definitely did it the
It
same
depends,
night.
right? It depends on the placement of the match, right?
Yeah, it
Because it's like
depends. It depends. But
if they
that'd
put
be
the
crazy
women's,
though.
they start off with the women's ladder
You already
match,
know somebody
and
gonna
they
cash in
win,
the
and then
same
it's a
night,
title match that night, which is probably is going to be.
right?
She cash it in. I don't think she cashes in on Whitley though. I think
Mm,
she cashes in on Bailey. I think Bailey holds on to the belt for at least a couple of months until Money in the Bank. They
right, because
probably cashed in.
Bailey
Somebody
don't
probably
really
cashed in on
have.
her.
She doesn't have too much of a storyline really right now, right? Because I
Nah,
know she's
they're
doing a
trying
little bit
to.
right now
Yeah,
with Naomi right now, and
yeah,
which is cool. But I'm like, it's not. There's nothing. Cause she did a whole storyline with damage control. It looked like they're kind
yeah,
of done with it a little bit after ever since she won the title from Io Sky. So I
yeah.
don't like.
Damage Control probably is moving on
They're doing like.
to Jade and Bianca now.
Mm,
To Jade and
there's
Bianca.
nothing much for Bailey right now. So I'm like,
Yeah.
that would be interesting. If like I said, if Jade not in that match, then but if she is, that would be
Hmm.
interesting. I feel like that night will be a night with like many curveballs.
Yeah.
It'd be like a night where like we gonna see people we don't think will might not win the Money in Bank, and it will, and it's gonna mix things up. I think that's what they're aiming for because
Right.
this, which
Yeah. Me
what
too.
I believe what Triple H is doing because he did. Somebody did mention that Triple H is definitely giving people opportunity to basically shine that doesn't really get it. So I feel like that'll work. That I can see that happening,
Hmm. Yeah.
which would be great. Which would be definitely great.
So the men's, you said who for the men's though?
Oh, so my men. Oh yeah, I said Brown Breaker from my men's
Does it?
side.
He the only one?
Um, Braun. If not Braun Breaker, then I'm trying to think who would need kind of a buzz here. Cause when when you get the Money in Bank, it's fair game for any champion.
Shoot, if Gunther's in it,
That would be interesting. I ain't think about Gunther either.
yeah,
That'd be interesting if he wins Money in Bank. That's he's gonna be deadly with that.
yeah,
He's gonna be a problem. If he wins that, if he in that match and he wins that, he's gonna be a problem. That means
man. I think
these
Logan
champions
Paul will
should
be
be very
perfect.
aware of him after that point.
Yeah, I think Logan Paul will be perfect for the Money in the Bank. Yeah.
I hope so. I hope so. Let me see. Let
And
me make
just
it.
it just fits his everything though. It just goes well with everything that he
Let's
got
see.
going.
It's right before SummerSlam. That'd be crazy if he heads into Cleveland. Him being Money in Bank winner. If he does get put in, that'd be even better too.
Yeah,
That's his hometown.
yeah,
So it's like
yeah.
him having Money in the
So
Bank and
you
a
know
U.S.
that
title.
means he's gonna have, yeah, he's gonna have a good match. Now I'm thinking, since it's in Cleveland, who is he fighting in Cleveland? Because he's going to be on the match card,
Yeah, of course.
SummerSlam
He's
match card.
definitely gonna be in the match
He
card.
has to be. The Miz is from Cleveland too, so
Yeah, he is.
you
He
know
is. He is. Well, they
they
probably gonna have a tag
definitely.
team match, which congratulations to them too as well. The R Truth.
Oh, Money in the Bank is in
Ooh,
Toronto.
yeah, yeah.
You know who's from Canada?
Oh, it's a yeah, it's a
Yeah, Kevin Owens
Kevin
and
Owens and Sami Zayn from
Sami
Canada.
Zayn. Yeah,
That's their
yep,
hometown.
yeah.
Mm, that's
Interesting.
yeah, that's the mix
They
right
let
there.
Kevin. They let Kevin Owens win Money in the Bank.
You think it's time for him to get that steam back up? Like
I
get
think they've
that.
been trying. They've been trying.
Yeah, he
They've
been
been
throwing
trying.
in a couple of matches. He been
Yeah,
throwing in kind of a few
yeah. They've been
matches.
trying.
He been
They've been
throwing in some
trying.
good matches. I'm not gonna sit here and
I
lie.
see
Like his
him and
matches
I see
been.
him and Randy having a little feud before Randy moves on to Cole. But I'm saying he should move on to Cody, Randy by SummerSlam.
Hmm.
But if The Rock's coming back, then that's probably gonna be the SummerSlam match.
Hmm. Like hitting Cody
Cody
and
and Rock
Rock.
for the belt at
Yeah.
SummerSlam. Yeah, that's
They
probably
kind of.
gonna
It
be
looks
the
like they're
match.
leading towards that
If not,
anyway.
they lean into, yeah, yeah. Because it's a few months. You know, Rock about to do like probably like do like a movie or something.
Yeah, no, he got a few movies down the line. Like he's been filming. He even said it himself. Like he has movies he's been filming and stuff. No, so everything is like that. But um, I that might be the main event in SummerSlam.
I think so.
I think that should
I
be
think if
that probably be the main event that night. Him and Rock and Cody for the
yeah,
undisputed title.
yeah, it's coming. Well, we already know
They kind of
it's
like
coming. It's
they
just
kind of like gave us a tease
when
of
it's gonna
the
be.
yeah.
Yeah,
By the
it's
way,
when it's
like
gonna happen.
speaking of that, like Rock, you see the title belt the Rock got. That's a nice championship.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, that's
That was
very nice.
awesome.
The people's one,
The
that's
People's
very nice.
Championship, that was
Yeah.
nice. I hope that I don't know. Now maybe Kerry like is that part of the WWE like that everybody can get that or like that's just really what's custom for him.
Nah, I think that's just custom. That's just
That's
a
a nice
custom for
championship
him.
though. I give her that.
Yeah, I think
That's a
that's just a
nice
custom.
title.
Speaking of championship belts, um, what championship belt you would want WWE to bring back?
Hmm.
I got two.
Which
Well,
which
what belt you want them to bring back, and what if you had to pick like a new belt for them to
like a
have?
new
What would it
belt?
be? Yeah.
If it's completely new,
Yeah.
I actually had new for me. I had an idea, right? So completely new belt. This one had to
Hmm.
be for the women. You actually kind of mentioned it
Definitely.
before, actually. Their
Yeah.
version of the Intercontinental for the women's side.
Definitely. Definitely.
Their version
I
of
feel like
it.
they definitely need a new belt.
Well, what I would call it though, which I think you
Hmm.
actually have in WWE game in your end, um, call it like Liberty or something like that, like
Yeah.
the Liberty Championship, just to kind of spear away, like have that prestigious thing, like that could be
Yeah.
a brand new belt, like just
Yeah.
like
I
liberate like Liberty Championship,
I
something
think they
like
need
that,
a secondary.
like Lady
They
Liberty
need a secondary
Championship.
women's belt. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I
like
think
that'll
so.
probably be the brand new one I probably like would add
Yeah.
to the WWE because
I
now
would
we
love for
have
them to have a
it's kind
women's
of now it's balanced when it comes
intercontinental.
to the men and women
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
they have their own thing because they have their own
Yeah.
tag team, they have their own like big main belts for the women, but let's add a secondary one. Oh, and U.S. title for the women as
Yeah.
well. So we
Yeah.
have those two. So then now it's kind of balanced to literally anybody can be champion at this point. So I'll probably throw that in near Fry's brand new belts.
Right.
I
Yeah.
thought about it the other day. I was like, that'd be great if they do add that into the
Hmm.
WWE, get
Yeah.
intercontinental version of for the women's side. And that
Yeah.
because there's a lot of women now in the WWE, even more so
Right.
than
Right. Right.
before. So it's like
It's
it's
a
a
lot
lot of
of,
them, and they
yeah.
still added more. So it's like, why
Yeah.
not make
Right.
another secondary main title
Right.
belt besides
Definitely.
besides the women's and the heavyweight
Hmm.
women's one? So that'd be great. I'll probably throw
Hmm.
that in there. Now, for my order title coming back,
Yeah.
um, That's a good question. There's a lot of titles that they put down. Mm, that's a hard one. As they bring back let's see what title that they mm, I had an idea. Maybe like oh, it could be the hardcore title. Yeah, that one.
Mm, hardcore title. I like that.
The hardcore
I like
title.
that. Yeah,
I want
I like
to
that.
see that, bring that back, and just give it like a modern take on it a little bit, or
Yeah,
just flat out just
I
bringing it
like
back.
that.
Just give it like a modern look to it, and just
I like that.
have them bring that
If
back.
you're gonna do a hardcore, you have to name it. It'll be the Paul
Or like
Heyman,
yeah,
the Paul Heyman
if they do that, it'd be
hardcore
great.
title.
That'd be amazing. If they did dedicate a title to Paul Heyman because it's well
Yeah,
deserved. That would be even better because he's the one that changed basically the history when it comes to
yeah,
wrestling. So that'd be
yeah.
great if they do something like just like they did with Iron Giant and that whole Battle Royale thing.
Right, yeah,
That'd be great if they do that for a hardcore title, bring it back, and
right,
dedicate it to Paul Heyman and whoever holds that.
yeah.
You already know what each match is gonna go down. So I feel like they
Mm-hmm,
should bring that back. I just haven't like think about. I'm like that would be a great title I haven't seen for a very long time.
mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
that'd be even crazy if they bring him back like sometime next year. That'd be
yeah,
crazy. But I
yeah,
feel like that should be championship like over
yeah.
titles. That should come back and give it like a more of a modern take onto it. Not like
Mm-hmm.
don't stay away from its history, but just give it like just a fresh new look. And then that'd be great if they name it after Bohemian. That'd be great. I
Yeah,
love it. And have the women's have the intercontinental and U.S.
yeah,
version of it. That's like the
yeah,
title belts. I'll say for my
yeah.
end, for those like
Uh,
brand new and like the return one.
hmm Yeah.
What's yours? What's the kind of
Um, I'm with you as far as but I'm either or. So I got like maybe I think I got like four. So
mm,
I'm with you on with both. I got three women's though.
okay.
I'm with you with both you United States and Intercontinental for women's.
Mm,
But I also want I also wish and hope that they can do this though. They can bring back the $1 million belt and
mm.
put it on a woman.
Oh, make the woman's version of it. That would
Yeah,
be different.
yeah,
That would be
yeah.
different. That would be, you know what?
Like
I
a
didn't
$1 million
$1 million
champion for a
with
woman.
like
Yeah,
women's, like
yeah,
$1 million women's title.
yeah.
That
I
would
will
be
put it on
interesting.
somebody
Who do you think would bring more?
I would put it on like Camilla or somebody. I feel
Mm,
like Camilla would be good with it.
mm.
But she's still wrestling, I think.
Well, she's on
I'll put
hiatus
her.
because she just gave birth recently.
Yeah. Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah.
it's funny
See?
because
She can come back
you
with
mentioned
it.
it's funny. It wasn't just her that's out too. That I thought about it. Alexa Bliss too. She as well. She can come back at any
Yeah.
point. Like, she had her baby like last year, but she could come back at any point as well.
Yeah.
Especially, I'm surprised she
Yeah.
didn't come back. Well, being the fact the whole Bray Wyatt thing, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised she
She
didn't come back
probably is
then.
still,
But
maybe
I'd be
she going
crazy.
through it.
Maybe it might be Royal Rumble for her. Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
Royal Rumble.
I can see that. I can see
Her
that.
just me
I
as
can
a
see
surprise
that.
appearance at Royal Rumble. That's gonna be buzz.
I can see
That
that.
crowd's
If
gonna be
not, I can see
electric.
Charlotte.
Ooh, Charlotte been kind of lurking around, like here and there. She been
Yeah.
lurking around too. Got her.
I
I
can
seen
see
her
her.
backstage a couple of times. Hey,
But
she
yeah.
did an
I
interview with
mean,
CM Punk too, by the way. Like her and
a
CM Punk
million
had an
dollar
interview.
belt.
That'd
Yeah.
be cool though.
Women's.
That'd be different. That'd be
For the
different.
men's,
Would it look the same as like how it
it
is?
has to. It has to. It has to.
That's a
It
nice
has to.
belt too. That's the
Yeah.
major
It got to.
bling one.
Yeah.
Is that this first? Is that the first title with the bling in the WWE
Yeah. It's definitely first title with the bling.
Before John
Yeah.
Cena came on the WWE
It's
one?
definitely first title with the bling.
That's
That
has a lot of bling on it. That's a title where I
yeah.
catch people's eyes immediately.
Yeah.
I know it would catch my
Yeah.
eye if I see somebody with that title. That's a nice title.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's unique and it's so different, but it's just so cool how it looks. But that'd be
For
cool. I didn't.
yeah. For the men's, I
They
don't want
have
to
like
see
leather
the
on it, like cause
no level on it. It got to be exactly the same thing, the same one.
mm, but they just changed the name a little bit, put a woman.
Yeah.
They call it
Yeah.
that. Okay,
Yeah.
that no, I didn't think about that. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
$1 million title. Ooh,
Yeah,
That'll be interesting.
yeah,
Or you can have probably have Tiffany hold that if that's the case.
yeah, yeah. I didn't want to say Tiffany because we already said she want to win the Money in the Bank. I didn't want to put the $1 million
But
title on
it's
her. That's why I went
possible.
with somebody else or like Camilla or somebody. But I
It's
definitely could see her with it though.
That's the first person. When she said that, that's literally the first person popped in my head. I was
That you
like,
thought of?
yeah,
Yeah,
that's literally
yeah.
the
I
first
could
person that
definitely
popped
see
in
her
my
with
head.
it.
It probably was
Yeah,
like Tiffany had to hold that.
she would be my choice though to
Yeah,
put it on if
like she just popped up
not
immediately
Camilla or
for me.
somebody.
Even though we
Yeah.
did put her like, oh, maybe Money in the Bank, but like if they tend to maybe down like bring that back, I could see her holding
Hmm.
it because like just the way how she is, you know what I mean? She has that
Yeah.
persona to her that will bring that attention to that belt even further.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
being fact as a women's version,
Yeah.
that would be great. So like, she just popped up immediately for me. I was like, it had to be Tiffany for that one. If not her,
Yeah.
then like I'm trying to think who possibly else had
It
that.
gotta be somebody. It gotta be somebody new, but it gotta be
Yeah,
somebody like somebody that got kind of that it
yeah,
that can bring it
yeah.
to it.
But I'm like immediately it was Tiffany for me. Immediately
Yeah.
for her to hold it, yeah, I was like Tiffany had to hold that.
Yeah.
Like it just fits her for some reason. I just picture
Yeah.
her. Hey, I have a like in
A
my
picture
mind
of her with it.
with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
title belt,
Yeah.
like holding it. I'm just like,
Yeah.
that kind of look kind of badass. I'm not gonna lie. But
Yeah.
okay, I could. I'm all right. I like that one. I like that one.
Yeah. For the men's, it'll be the cruiserweight.
Mmm. Oh, bring that back.
Yeah, the cruiserweight.
Mmm.
I feel like there's something. There could be something with the cruiserweights now.
But
I think that'll be
but hopefully they don't
it
treat
could
it
be a
like how they
thing.
did with the cruiserweight belt though in the past though. Cause remember they had their whole that was the title button and ended up making a whole show out of like having their own dedicated show to the cruiserweight.
Yeah, yeah, nah, they don't need a dedicated show to a cruiserweight, but I just feel
Oh,
like
that'd be
I
great if
think
they
the
bring it
high
back like that.
flyers is I think the high flyers is coming back. You see it like you see like like if it's not the cruiserweight, maybe it could be kind of something I don't know, maybe like how boxing is like a featherweight or some other
Or like
something
UFC, like how UFC
like a
treat
kind
belts.
of yeah like a
That would just possible because once they are merged, so I'm like it's a possibility
yeah
they could start doing that route too for any
yeah.
title belt.
Either that one or like the television back in
That
the
would
days
be
like
interesting.
television title.
That would be
Yeah.
interesting. Oh, matter of fact, they did have
Like
them one.
WCW and NWA
They
used to have
had that
this
would be
belt called
interesting.
the television championship, and they had to
Mm.
defend the belt like every every time they was on television.
But didn't they try to do that with the 24/7 one though? They tried to
Yeah, I
do
think
that do
that
that
was
one. That was their
yeah, but
version of it,
this got a little
kind of
bit more prestige to it because it's coming from in WCW, which
like a
got bought out
legacy
by
like
yeah, it's
promotion.
like a
Yeah,
legacy. Yeah,
that was
it'll
okay.
be like a cool
I'm like,
legacy
yeah,
one.
I'm like, I remember they did try to do that with the 24/7 title,
Yeah,
and like that was like
since they
NXT
have
Gold or
more,
something like that.
yeah, since they have more wrestlers now, I think they need more belts, a few more
They have a
belts.
lot of
Just a
like,
few more, not a
they have
lot. They don't gotta flood the market with it. Just a few more though.
they both be coming out like
They don't gotta
really good
have
though.
belts like how UFC got it. They don't
UFC
have
has
to
a
have
lot of
those,
belts.
but
UFC has a lot of
they do need
belts.
a couple. I feel like they do need a couple more belts. They
They
put in more pay per views together too, so
they
it's more
are.
pay per views now.
Yeah, they
So
definitely is. They definitely
should be
is.
more belts.
Some of them
Yeah,
kind
I
of
think
like
it'd be more
moved to
interesting.
NXT a little bit because you start to notice like they're using older pay per view names in for NXT for their pay per views. Like
Yeah,
I started
yeah,
to notice that I'm
yeah,
like they taking like coming back with their old. Cause now I think I seen they use
yeah.
Battleground. That
You
was an
got in your
old
house on there,
in the
right? Yeah,
house.
yeah,
I think it's Vengeance. Let me see. I think it's
yeah.
like
Vengeance,
Vengeance
yeah,
Day. I
yeah,
think
yep.
that was an old
Vengeance,
pay per view.
yeah.
Um, they started using like old school names for them. I was like, you know what?
Mhm,
Roadblock. Yeah, Roadblock for them. That was another one. I was like, I remember
mhm.
that one from especially
Right.
2016 when
Yeah,
Roman and Kevin Owens. That was interesting.
yeah,
They started using like old school names for their pay per views, but yeah, no, it's a lot of pay per views, and they still like build it more because they started being more international further now.
yeah,
They
yeah.
always has been, but like I feel like
It's more
it's more of
now.
a
Yeah,
staple now that they be sending out more international pay per views than ever before. Because they used to do
so
doing that here and there, but now it's like
yeah,
we starting to see a lot of pay per views that's more out of state now and out of the country. Period. So there is a lot, so they could definitely add some
Yeah.
more championships in the mix, just to give more
Speaking of like
opportunity.
international, do you think there will be a WrestleMania outside of the country?
I mean, well, yeah, well, West Media, yeah, they can. I can see that down the line. I see it. I can see that down the line. That'd be cool though. That because we haven't seen something like that in decades. Where
Yeah.
for WrestleMania be outside that it's not in the US, like it's completely out.
Yeah.
That'll be
WrestleMania
a
is
change of
always it's
pace.
always in
It's
the
always been in the
US with, you
US
know.
for ever since, but
Hmm.
it was outside at some point. You know, it was
Hmm.
outside the US at some point. But that'd be great to see that come back for once.
Yeah.
Like to see
I
that
think if they do, it's probably gonna be like, I don't know, Saudi Arabia probably gonna be like
I
the,
could see them kind of hosting WrestleMania. They already had that
because they
WrestleMania
have a,
style
yeah, they
with
have
day one
Crown
pay per
Jewel,
view.
right?
The
So they
Crown
have
Jewel
Crown
has
Jewel.
that
That's
kind
kind
of
of like they
caliber.
WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's their.
Yeah.
You
But
can
to
see
have
they have
the
that there.
WrestleMania, yeah,
They can. I can see them holding it. Or if not that, then it could be
maybe
London.
like I don't know, maybe
It could
like
be
London or
it could be
something.
London holding it,
Yeah.
like hosting WrestleMania at some point.
Yeah.
Like it's anything that would be great though. To change it up a little bit. Like that'll be like anything. I'm liking the direction they're heading. Like it could like any pay per view could go anywhere now. And they kind of treating it like a big deal. Like each paper, you can kind of see they kind of treating these pay per views kind of a big
Yeah.
thing now.
Yeah.
Like it used to
Yeah.
be like, oh, okay, we already know pay per view is gonna happen. Okay, we have these matches, do it, and that's
Right.
it. We're not
Yeah.
gonna think. But
That's
now
because
they're treating it really like this. No, this is a big deal.
yeah,
Like
that's
you can
because
see it.
they build enough storylines to kind of, remember what Triple H said that the reason why it's not so many long matches in the pay-per-views no more. Like it's not
Right,
so many matches, like
right.
as many matches in pay-per-views,
Yeah, because they
because
yeah,
they shorten it because and feed and keep the storyline going for like
right. Yeah, I remember
SmackDown
him selling them. Like
and
this is why
and
I like
like
the press
Raw, and then
conferences.
you could just switch either or, like whatever,
Right,
whoever has the better rivalry going, they can
right.
kind of go into a pay-per-view, which is smart.
Yeah. No, yeah. Speaking of this is why I kind of like the press conferences because they definitely like go to deep dive of what's going on. Like I remember I mentioned about The Rock earlier,
Hmm.
when it comes to WrestleMania, and he was in the press conference after like night one, and people was like, he of course he people were shocked about the outcome, but he was like
Hmm.
that was the point. He wanted that because like this is the part it continues the story. It's like now it's not predictable. Like how is it gonna turn out? Like he even said it himself.
Right.
He was like he got into like the more like he's kind of in character, but he kind of switched it. It was like
Hmm.
went to his business side. It was like no, this is exactly what I wanted to happen. Because
Yeah.
it helped build the story even further. It's like
Right.
now it keeps you on tell me have everybody sleep on it. Like yo, what the heck is gonna happen on night two? So I'm like I kind of like these
Right.
press conferences because they really be especially when Triple H come out. He definitely
Hmm.
be going into deep stuff like as far as like how the
Yeah.
storyline works and how he breaks down the storyline for each show. And for
Yeah.
any it's the show that was hosted that night, like he just
Yeah.
like he breaks down the numbers and stuff like that. Like I like that they've been doing that lately when it comes to press conferences. I don't
Yeah.
think they ever did that before until very recently. And I'm
Yeah.
liking that they treating it like these events like they're actually big thing and including these press conferences so like each superstar
Right.
have a chance to talk and basically
Right.
give their view out of like how the match went and like what they plan
Hmm.
is moving forward. We have the
Hmm.
only time the only sport that did that is like, but outside of it's really outside of WWE. Now I'm glad they kind of implemented it because
Yeah.
NBA does
I
it.
like it.
UFC, I
Yeah.
mean, I think yeah, NBA does it. UFC themselves does it.
Right. Yeah.
And NFL of course does it too. So I'm glad they made their own version of that and they just
Yeah.
break down everything that
Me too.
happens during the match. It's amazing. I'm glad that's been a staple now. So it was
Yeah.
just cool. But it just had me thinking like
Whoever thought of that was
that
cool. That was a
was a
good
good
idea.
idea. Like having press conferences after each pay per view and
Hmm.
stuff. That's a really good idea. That was and it's working. But it gives you.
Yeah.
I feel like it's great even more, especially if you want to know if you're in tune with storylines and how
Yeah.
you get to see a glimpse of like how they write the storylines. Because he
Yeah.
do tend to bring up like you know certain scenario. If it's not a regular interview, like this is his like, and you can see like he takes treated like like if this is an interview, it's like he's like, you know, this is what I had planned out for a while. I mean, it's been through writing and like things like that. So I kind of like that. Like I'm kind of like they're treating it
Hmm.
like that. It's good. Uh, I'm happy that
Hmm.
it's like that. Um,
Yeah.
it's
Segue into so let's segue into Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes
yeah.
WrestleMania 40 match.
Okay.
Um,
Night two. All right.
how do you feel? Yeah, night two. Like
Night
how did you feel
two.
about that match?
Night
And
two.
when did you think Cody was going to win?
I thought, yeah. So
Yeah,
I
we
thought Cody.
both
I
we
like,
both
yeah,
did.
Cody's gonna come out.
Yeah.
I already knew off the start. What I didn't, which this part kind of threw me off. So I did hear, um, it was leading doing this whole Avengers Endgame thing for WrestleMania, right?
Hmm.
Now it's funny because the night before somebody asked me about John Cena. I'm like, a friend of mine asked me about John Cena, right? And I'm like, no, John Cena's gonna show up. It's WrestleMania 40. Why not? Why won't he show up? You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
Like I already knew guarantee he might show up. What I didn't know, what I kind of found out too, was Undertaker. And what I found out was it wasn't originally supposed to be him. It's supposed to be Stone Cold. And I was like,
Oh.
huh, it wasn't
Yeah.
supposed to be Undertaker at all. It's supposed to be Stone Cold
Yeah.
to make an appearance as
Yeah.
well.
I wonder what
So
happened.
they kind of briefly. I heard something like they briefly like talked about it. I think
Yeah.
me. I think it had to do with scheduling. I think, but like
Probably.
I
Yeah.
was like, oh, I'm like, oh wow, because like Undertaker showed up, which I had no clue. That was a
No,
curveball.
I don't think nobody had a clue to see Undertaker.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't know he was gonna show up. John Cena, I was
Yeah.
expecting him to show up.
That was crazy.
I was expecting.
What was crazy? The Seth Rollins coming out with the Shield
Yeah, that threw me off guard. Cause
stuff.
no one who I
Yeah,
thought was gonna show
I
up.
swear to God, I
I
thought it
thought
was
it was
Dean
Dean. Yeah,
Ambrose.
I thought the same. I thought it was Dean. I was like, no way he
I
came
want to
back.
say it's no way.
I thought it
There's
was
no
Dean. Yeah,
way.
I sat down. I was like, wait, is that the Shield? I was like,
Yeah,
no way, is that Dean? I'm like, it's crazy.
yeah.
I thought the same. I
When
think
they
a lot of
when
people
they
thought it was.
start countering everything, that's when I knew Cody Rhodes definitely was gonna win. Because
Yeah,
I was like, is he probably not gonna beat Roman, but we kind of knew since it was a part two that Cody Rhodes was gonna win.
yeah,
I mean, he
we
could have
knew he
lost,
could have
but
lost
we
and they
knew
could have continued,
the
but
way that they was going.
we
Yeah,
knew he's
nah, the
gonna
way that
take
everything
the
was going,
title.
he's going definitely gonna take it. But
That
in the
Shield thing
match,
threw
you
me
kind
off
of like,
guard
I
though.
don't know. It had an I don't know moment. Like,
It did.
yo, Roman
It
could
did.
actually pull this thing out
No, it did. It did a couple of
until
times.
they started doing the counter and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Solo and them come out, then Jay
yeah.
come out, then
Like it
like
had me on
when they
the
start doing the counter, I was like, oh, it's over. Yeah, Cody gonna win.
yeah. No, but
Yeah,
it
it's
was
over.
great because it had me. It had a lot of people at the edge of the seat. I was expecting the Shield entrance. That threw me off guard. I was like, whoa. I
Yeah,
think a lot of people thought it was Dean.
I thought it was Dean
A
Ambrose.
lot of
Yeah,
people thought I heard
yeah,
like a lot of people thought it was Dean Ambrose coming back. I thought the same way too. I'm like, is that Dean? DC Seth Rollins. And I was like, okay, but like that threw a lot of people off guard, which is cool because it's like, you know, no. I think about it, I think it was a good thing he kind of did that because that's Roman and he was a part of the Shield. So like, you know how he feels about the Shield. So
mm-hmm.
that was cool. But I think a lot of people, including myself, like we all thought that was Dean. Like just
Yeah,
him coming back, not being on WWE for quite some time, and
yeah,
him just
right.
surprisingly show up. That would have been,
Yeah,
you already know that the crowd went crazy.
yeah, we would have went,
The
but
crowd went
yeah,
crazy hearing the Shield music in the first place.
right, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Which we was not expecting.
We definitely was like, it's
Like that
Dean. It
whole
gotta be Dean because
that
there's no
whole
way Seth Rollins coming back out. But then it
that
was Seth
whole
Rollins.
segment, like that crowd was going ballistic.
Yeah,
That whole segment, and
yeah,
people just popping up left and right. Of course, John Cena, you don't
right,
even know he's gonna get a buzz, but then you hear the Shield music. Then out of
right,
no, then of
yeah,
course the Rock shows up. Then
right,
you hear the gong and you hear Undertaker, and just like that,
yeah, yeah.
people went ballistic.
I was like, yeah, it's over. Yeah,
That was a great way to like do it, like to finish it off.
yeah,
I feel like that was. I'm like they
yeah,
mentioned like the whole end game like Avengers style. Now I can see
right,
like that they pulled it off really well. That's their version of
yeah,
it. It was cool, and then I like how when it ended, they literally everybody stayed there. Everybody, even Randy came out. Everybody came at
yeah,
the end, and I was like,
yeah.
I feel like they did a great
For a
job with.
second, for a split second, I thought Randy was going RKO. But I seen his mom in the ring. I was like, nah, they ain't gonna do that. They ain't gonna do that. They ain't gonna do it.
But he could
But
have
yeah,
though.
it was a
But
great night, man. It
I
was an
like that
emotional
was
night. You can even hear what's her name that does like she does
Oh,
the announcing. Yeah, you can hear like she
Samantha.
how
Yeah,
the
she was
cracks in her
a lot
voice
of
when
people
Cody
was
Rhodes when
like
she
a
yeah
lot of people was that
for
was I
Cody
feel that was
yeah
the best way how to end the night to get it up a big WrestleMania like that. You know,
yeah
because we see the
it's perfect
progression. That was a great
yeah
way to end it off. I loved it. It was
yeah
up there. It was definitely up there. To see everybody just come back out of like to help out and
yeah
stuff, which I knew something like that was gonna happen heading to night two. I seen it coming,
yeah
but once I heard what Rock said, I was like, okay, we're gonna something like that's gonna happen. And then
yeah
I was like, no, we're gonna see some people come. Cause he's like, there's more to the story, and he's like, even Rock that night for the press conference, he even
yeah
said like, no, there's gonna be some surprises. Once he said that, I was like, oh yeah, people's gonna show up now for night two,
right
and that's
yeah
exactly what I thought was gonna happen. But I was like,
yeah
yeah, I just like how much of a buzz it got, and then
yeah
what made it even better for him to win it, to actually win it, which me both know he was gonna win it, but like
hmm
it just solidified like a much of the journey how he's gotten for
yeah
Cody, and
yeah
like from him not being
yeah
in WWE to coming back and
he
the
it,
steam he got.
it wasn't possible for him not to win it, right?
You're
Because
right.
it's like he's on the cover of
Yeah, cover
2K24,
the
like finish the
game.
story.
Yeah,
Everybody's
that's the
like finish
slogan.
the
Everybody's
story.
using, everybody's
Everybody's
using
slogan
the
like
tagline, the slogan. So like it,
finish the story. That's just like it's been a whole thing with that. So it was no way Roman was coming out. But it was a
it
period of
was
the match
moments.
I
Yeah,
thought he could have
he
he
was
could have
close.
came out with it.
He was
He
close.
could have came out with it.
Yeah, I seen it too. I was like, well, he could have like he almost did actually. It was like
And
a
remember
split
Paul Heyman
second.
said that, Paul Heyman said that Roman could have hit Cody with the chair,
I
but
heard
then
that
he
too. He
wound
could
up
have. He
hitting,
hit him.
yeah,
Yeah, I heard that.
wound
I
up
was
hitting
like,
Seth
oh, he
Rollins for the
could have
chair for what
definitely
he
did that.
did with the Shield. Yeah,
Yeah, I heard that
kind of
too.
threw him off a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I heard that. I heard Paul Heyman
but
say that.
that was
That was a
amazing.
great way to end up WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That I kind of would agree with Triple H what he said. That's probably the one biggest one I've seen. When we how we started off the show with, I'm like
Hmm.
it's definitely up
Yeah.
there. I agree with Triple H with that one. Like this is up there. For WrestleMania as a whole, this was up
Yeah,
there.
yeah. When I think about it as a whole, like all the matches and stuff like that, it's probably one is up there. It's in the top three. But I
Yeah,
have to ask me this a month from now. Let me
there's a
look
lot.
at some of
We
the
seen
match
some
cards
good
because I might
WrestleManias
forget
though.
because I've seen so many.
Yeah, no,
Let me
we
look
seen
at
some
some of
really
them
good
and kind of
WrestleManias.
see.
Don't get me wrong, but like this was definitely up there as one of them. You know,
Yeah,
but like we knew like they had to go all out for this for WrestleMania. It's like it's 40, so it's like that's a milestone for the company. For it to go
yeah,
that long and as
definitely.
much as it's been going for years, and
Hmm.
they hit the 40 mark, and now anything is possible at this point. And now since Triple H at the helm now, it's just like anything
Yeah,
goes type of thing. So like it's amazing. Like it was great. I enjoyed it a lot. I get that up there.
yeah.
For rating wise, it's up there for rating for
It's
me.
up there.
It
It's already
definitely
in my
it
top
deserves
three, and I
it.
haven't even looked at it twice yet.
Yeah.
It's already in my top three though.
Yeah, I didn't even look at
But
it again either, but it's up there immediately. We're just watching it.
that's up
Feeling
to Cody.
yeah. Oh, so
Who you think? So I think AJ Styles gonna win on Friday night, but do
mm,
you think LA Knight gonna pull it out Friday night, or you think AJ Styles? You with me with AJ Styles?
I think I'm thinking about it with you. The reason why
Fan wise,
we
LA
know
Knight.
LA Knight, but I can see AJ Styles because not only he needs the extra push too because he just lost at WrestleMania to LA Knight. You know what I mean? And that was LA Knight's moment. You know what I mean? That was his moment.
Right? Yeah.
That was his WrestleMania, his first WrestleMania, by the way.
Yeah.
So that he needed that win. So now
Mm-hmm.
since like it looked like they kind of like slowly navigating away from they feel even it's still
Mm-hmm.
going on. But like I think AJ might need this win just to kind of go up in there and go against because
Yeah.
they both do have history with each other, him and
Yeah.
Cody.
He's a better
So
heel, but he's a heel too, so that makes things better.
right. So yeah, Cody's
But if
I
they're
mean
going for like star
AJ's doing
power
his heel
going
thing.
into, it's in London though, right? No, it's in France.
No, it's
It's
in
in France,
France.
right?
It's in
It's in
France.
France.
It's in France.
Yeah, if they're going for star power, they probably gonna pick LA Knight to go into
Which
France
we,
with it. But
I
then that's
won't
going
mind it
to,
either, but like you said
I
earlier,
wouldn't mind a triple threat.
that'd be interesting. They could go any direction with it. They can. Like knowing Triple H, he probably gonna he can put that too.
I
Have him
think AJ
defend.
Styles, man.
But
I've got AJ
it
Styles
makes sense
winning.
what you mentioned earlier. Like that would make more sense if AJ wins it because like as wrestling fans, like us, we know how they are probably wrestling
Hmm.
style. So like that will bring more eyes, even more. But of
Yeah.
course, you know a lot of people do like LA Knight, so it's like it could go either way. I won't be mad if any one of them wins. To be honest, I won't be mad at either one of them.
Right.
I just know that this is gonna be one of those. This would be this would be this would be a good match. Be interesting
Yeah.
after like
It's gonna be
Friday.
interesting on. It's gonna be interesting on Friday, but I think I'm still gonna go with AJ though. In my heart of hearts, I'm gonna pick AJ. Well, two things before we get up out of here. Um, who you think is next for Rhea Ripley?
Hmm. Well, I
Who's her
kind of
next
did.
opponent?
Um. Well, I kind of did mention her earlier because of the draft day. Uh, it could be Jade for next for her. It maybe it could be that. But if not her, then let's see who probably who's kind of trying to think who's like kind of because Rhea Ripley she's dominant right now.
Yeah.
She's not slowing down either. So
No, I don't
she's
see that.
not
No, I
slowing
don't see her
down.
losing no time soon.
So I'm like, I feel like she was. I think she's kind of on that Roman time when it comes to like defeating people like a lot. Like they threw a lot of people at her too, and she done defeat.
Right.
They
Yeah.
threw her
Yeah.
in a fatal four way. She won out of it
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
best people that they had to offer. She beat them. So
Yeah.
it's like I don't even know. Like this is one of the scenarios. Like this is my the scenario when we thought about Roman. Like I don't know who they could throw at her. Cause she done
Yeah.
beat everybody almost damn near. Unless they bring back who I've been here. Unless they bring back somebody, then that'd be a bit
Mm.
of a curveball there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which you know a lot
I
of
wouldn't
people.
mind. I think they probably going to. They might do a Becky Lynch too. So they might do a rematch
Or you
for
think they
Backlash, maybe. Yeah, do a rematch. But if I don't, if it's not Becky Lynch, I guess kinda. I hope it's I hope it's somebody. Like I hope it's somebody new. I hope it's like
Oh, so too. I hope so.
maybe the girl that's holding the NXT championship. It could
It
be
could be
like a
her.
champion versus champion kind of thing.
It could be. Oh, they could probably hold that to
Yeah,
that
cause she's a heel now.
for
She's a
Survivor
heel now
Series.
too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you're right. She is here. But don't they usually do like champion versus champion like Survivor Series though? Let they bring that back. I don't know if they gonna tend to bring that type of whole thing back
yeah.
by
I
brand
don't think
wise.
like they're gonna have the NXT belt on the line. I think that this is gonna be like a you know Rhea Ripley's titles on the line, but
Hmm.
the NXT champion is a, you know.
That'll be interesting. You know, having her come up there because she could definitely be drafted to any one of these shows. So I could see that. But I don't know. Like
Yeah,
me, I'm just like I don't know because Rhea, she's on fire. Like I thought it
yeah,
was Becky at WrestleMania. I was like, but I wish I won't. I don't mind Rhea retaining it either. But I'm just like, I thought it was gonna be Becky, and I was like, now see she beat Becky. I'm just like, I don't know
yeah.
who. Unless he
They will have
actually do a
to.
real curveball, and
Hmm.
which I mentioned her before, but you made a good point. She's probably not gonna come back anytime soon. Where she's at, Sasha, but where she's at, I doubt we're not have seen her too. Maybe the next couple of years come back to the
Yeah,
WWE. She will
it's
eventually.
too.
She
Hmm.
will eventually, cause look where she's at. So eventually she will, and when that happens, you already know what's gonna go down. She's gonna immediately come after those titles. Especially like they changed everything, and they changed it
Yeah,
since she was gone. Yeah,
yeah,
she's gonna come after those titles. So
yeah.
whoever's holding it, she already knows she's gonna come after those. But
Maybe
I heard a bit of
maybe
AJ Lee. People saying AJ Lee might come back eventually. I've been hearing that off and
yeah.
on. I've been hearing
Maybe
that off and on a little bit.
what about
I don't know if that's true
what
though,
about
but that'd be crazy.
Neo Sky getting drafted by Raw and then
Oh
she'll
yeah,
fight.
Skylar being drafted, that'd be
Yeah,
interesting.
maybe she'll fight Rhea.
But I feel like she won't be alone though.
I think match wise. it won't be too good.
Yeah.
But like,
She was just gonna be just obliterate her though. That's the only
yeah,
thing. We already
Rhea's
know
gonna
she
kill her anyway. Yeah,
her
they have to.
she's too high of a caliber. Like
Yeah,
I
it's
was
good.
like, it had to
I
be.
don't know.
I
It's
feel like
somebody. It should be somebody new. Somebody new should get a shot at Rhea.
yes.
I
Like
can't see
we at
Rhea
that
losing.
standpoint where Rhea
No,
is
at
just
no time
she almost
soon. No time
unbeatable at
soon.
this point. Like
Yeah,
she pulling off the Roman Reigns right in front of us.
yeah. She
Like
might not even defend the title at every pay per view. She might not even be at every pay per view.
she, I mean,
She might defend the
been.
title like every other pay per view.
She has been though. We kind of seen that a little bit, but she been involved more though. But like she, bro, it's like wrestling wise, her going against people. She's literally doing the Roman Reigns right in front of us. Like that, she done beat everybody that they threw at her. The best of the best that they had
Yeah,
to offer in each side of it. My actually, each side of the
yeah,
brand, like they had their best, and they threw like literally threw them at her, and she still came out victorious somehow. So
yeah.
I don't really know who else is there. Unless yeah, it could be something new, somebody new from NXT. But they have to. I feel like they have to really build them up to even get to Rhea though.
Right. Yeah. I feel like they have to build. They have to build somebody up.
Cause like Rhea, like
They got
that's
to
a
build them up.
she
They got LA Knight somebody.
yeah, basically yeah, yeah. They have
Yeah.
to like somebody
Yeah.
brand new. Yeah, they have to build them like LA Knight basically because like she up to Rhea's up to that caliber. Like she's the main person to go for as far as title. Besides like of
Hmm.
course besides the other one, but like we all know a lot of them is gunning for her. A lot of people, a lot of
Yeah.
the women is gunning for her because she's been holding the title ever since
Yeah.
last WrestleMania. So
Unless
she's the main person.
she trying to unify it.
Unless we see that, that'll be interesting. We see that again.
She trying to hold both.
We did
Maybe
see
she go
that
after the other
before
one.
too.
And she go after the other one, Bailey.
We had
She
the
coming for you, Bailey.
that'd be interesting. They do that. They
Let me
unify
get both of them
those.
things.
They
Let
unify.
me get
Well,
both of
we
them.
kind of did have that like kind of not too long ago though. With Becky two belts, we kind of did see that too. So I don't know if
Yeah,
if they're gonna wait
I would love to
until we see
see
that come back
Rhea
again.
with both.
We were both
Rhea with
titles.
both. Yeah.
Her be the main woman to go for it.
Yeah. Everybody
That would
got
be interesting.
come see
Everybody got
me.
gun for her
Come
for the
see me.
titles.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
crazy. That'd be interesting. They can do that. I'm not saying that they could definitely do that. But we haven't. The last
I
time we
can see
seen
it.
like that was what was it? When the WrestleMania was it 35?
I don't know, Becky two belts.
That was WrestleMania. That was when it was
Yeah.
here in the city, right? So she
Yeah.
was the
Yep.
main person to go for at the time. I remember
What was 37? Something like
37, I
that?
think. Let me
37,
see.
I think. 36,
No,
37?
actually 35. No, I was right. I think it was 35.
35?
Because
Yeah.
this is right before the pandemic. Yep, it was 35. It was 35
Yeah.
because like the following year, pandemic happened, and
Yeah.
they had to
Becky
yeah.
two
So
belts.
yeah, Becky two belts. Yeah, it wasn't too long ago. So, but I'm just like, I could see them
I
doing
can
it
see
though.
that.
I could pull it
I
off.
can see that.
Her
That'll be
being the
good.
main
And then that'll make it more better when the women's money in the bank person wins.
that is true. That is true. I can see that. They can pull
Because she
that. They
knows she
can do it.
coming.
Yeah, like she already is the woman to go for anyway. Like she already is like that.
Yeah.
Because like
That's
nobody
the
beat her
I
yet.
don't see nothing. Yeah, like I don't see nobody.
Unless it's
Unless
Charlotte again after she come back. Unless it's her
Charlotte
again.
got Achilles, it's gonna be a minute. We might see Charlotte Royal
Or
Rumble.
like I said, I did mention Alexa too at some point.
Alexa Bliss?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh no, remember no, we missing no. This girl just attacked her. We know who it is. It's
Liv. Liv attacked her.
Liv.
Yeah.
Liv
Ooh.
just attacked her on Monday. Yep, that's who it is. It's
Ooh.
Liv. It's Liv.
Liv.
Liv not gonna
Oh.
beat her,
She's
but
not gonna
she
be here,
just
but I
attacked
like where they're
her.
going with her though. I
Yeah.
like it. Like,
Live
she's not gonna
Revenge
win
Tour.
though. The revenge
The
tour.
Live
I
Revenge
like it
Tour.
though.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like it. I like it. It give her a little bit more of an edge to her though.
Yeah,
I like
I
it.
like Edge. Me and you both we like heels. I like good heels.
Yeah,
I
no,
like good
she's
heels.
you can
Yeah.
see she's a
You
bit
think
of
she
a
going
heel right
heels?
now.
She going heel wise?
Yeah,
She was a heel before, wasn't she? Yeah. She
kind
started off
wait
one.
no wait sort of, but she
And she
wasn't
started off
all.
one when she was with the other girl. When she
Oh,
was
you
with the
talking about when she
the
was
other
with
one.
You're not talking
Just
about
the
when she
other.
first actually was around WWE when she
Yeah.
came in as was the Riot Squad. You talking
Riot
about her
Squad,
that
yeah.
era?
Riot Squad was heels though,
But
right?
like
Yeah.
it was no, but for her it was a little bit weird. Like she was in a mix because she was like in the middle because they was technically heels, but they wasn't at the same time. Like the only one out of that group that kind of wasn't was Liv. Like she started getting really popularity out of the two, really.
Yeah,
So I said like
yeah,
if she kind of was, she was a mix of the two. She was a
yeah.
heel, but at the same she wasn't. She was like a baby face. I mean, you can
Well,
tell like she was
yeah.
getting more
But Rhea's not a
popularity.
baby face though. We know that.
No,
Rhea's like
Rhea's
an
a she's
entity.
a she's a
She's a
like
heel
she's a
that we all
heel.
love. Yeah,
Yeah, she's a heel. She's
she's
just a heel
Triple
that
H.
we. Yeah,
Yeah,
basically, that's exactly what she is. She's like Triple H
she's
or
a heel
Brock,
we all love.
like
Yeah,
or the Brock Lesnar. You know, like he could go either
yeah,
way, and we still like him. Either way.
yeah,
So
yeah.
like yeah, that's yeah. Rhea's basically that. So like
Hmm.
I do like where they going with Liv right now, cause like she is kind of a hill right now, like full. You can see she's on a hill path right now, which I'm liking
Right.
it. Like her revenge tour, like she's a hill, and she's been a hill since she came
Yeah,
back for
yeah.
Rumble. That first of all, that was
I
a
like
shocker
it.
for her being coming back after what I heard what happened to her previously before Rumble.
Hmm.
Cause I heard that she got arrested too before Rumble even happened. I was shocked to even see her there. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's a shoot. I'm liking it though. I like her revenge. So, but
yeah,
we already know she's not gonna win it because again,
yeah,
Rhea's dominant. So it's like Rhea's not
yeah.
gonna let go
She's
of that
not.
title. She
Yeah,
have a
she's not
saying
losing.
like a stronghold
What
on
I
that title.
what I would like to happen is that um when they do fight, it'll be some kind of disqualification or something.
That'll be great.
The first time.
You think
Yeah,
they're gonna hold that match to Backlash? You think they're holding that match to
yeah,
Backlash?
yeah. I think it's gonna
Um,
be backlash match. Yeah, because it's in France. You know
yeah,
they gotta
yeah,
bring it. They gotta bring it.
yeah.
Yeah,
They
they
gotta
gotta bring it.
bring the A game a little bit. Yeah.
That's why I'm like, you know what I mean? LA Knight probably. Maybe it's LA Knight.
No, but like
Other than
for
AJ
her, though,
Styles.
it could go either way though for that match.
Yeah,
It could go either
they
way.
gotta bring in their France. They gotta bring in their France.
They could go either way though, as far as LA Knight and AJ Styles go. Like
Yeah,
I won't be mad at either or.
but I love
That'd
for
be a
Liv to
good
get a
growth.
disqualification.
That'd be
For
good
Liv
too.
to get a disqualification in the match.
That'd be
I would love
interesting.
that. Hit her with a chair or something. Just get disqualified.
Just have her just full fledged
Keep
show her
beating her with a
innocence.
chair. Keep
Show
beating
her.
Rhea with a chair.
I can
Yeah,
see her doing that. I can see it.
yeah.
You can kind
Getting
of see
brutal.
it's kind of leading to that. Like she's already
Yeah,
heel. You can kind of tell, but like I want her to go full fledged heel and just disqualify herself and just go ballistic on her. Just try to
yeah,
injure her on purpose. Just do it.
yeah,
I
yeah.
want to see that happen. Which
That makes her beat down more. Yeah.
I feel like they're
When
gonna
Rhea beat
they
her
kind of
down,
like
it's gonna be more. Yeah, it's gonna be more crazy.
yeah they kind of like leaning towards that. You can kind of see like they're gonna have
Yeah,
to like just go ballistic on her, which
yeah.
I'd like to
Rhea
see that.
needs a Rhea needs somebody that she can go at least two pay-per-views with.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She
They got
does.
stretched because she
They
killing
got
everybody. She's destroying everybody.
she's stacking them up like I'm
they got
surprised she
stretched.
ain't pulled up the Roman Reigns. Just
She
have him
packing them
pin
up.
him, like stack them up and pin them at the same
Yeah,
time. Like I'm surprised she didn't do that
yeah,
yet. I'm surprised I didn't see that. Like this, her own version of it, just freaking stack each freaking woman on top of each other, just pin them. Like I'm surprised we didn't see nothing like that. Cause the way that she's just dominating the whole roster is crazy. Like I don't even know who else they gonna throw at her. Like I don't even know. Like
whoever win Money in the Bank.
that whoever wins it, then that's a solidified. Like okay, they coming out to probably Rhea, but it's like where they at right now. I don't know. Like she done. Like I said, I thought it was Becky. I thought it
Bailey is
was.
Bailey is bait though. Where's Roy Rumble?
Yeah,
Like,
Bailey is bait
would you
though.
go after Bailey or Rhea? I'm going
That's
after
why I like
Bailey. She's
that's why I
bait.
like Money in Bank
Yeah,
because like anything
yeah,
goes, it's unpredictable of like who they can target. Especially what makes it even crazier if they don't say who they're actually going for. They just hold it. They have everybody guessing. Like that's what makes it better.
but
When
they have to. Yeah, they
remember how
have
like,
to.
some of them
Help
be
at
doing
both
that.
shows.
They be just like they don't say who they going for like off the bat. Some of them do though. They be like, all right, I'm going. They be like, all right, I'm coming after that person. But some of them they don't say who it is, which I like when they
If
do
I
that.
if I was a wrestler and I won it, I'll be stalking. I'll be a stalker.
No, I
I'll
probably
be
did
at
the same thing
I'll be
too.
at every uh every Monday and every Friday.
No, I probably did the
I'll
same
be in the
thing.
crowd. I'll be sitting commentating. I'll be all over the place. I have a chair sitting. You know, back in the days, you used to have a chair sitting on
Oh
top of the
yeah, sit on
stage.
top of the stage.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I have one of
I did
those
the
too.
same thing.
I'll be
I
a
would have had them
stalker.
guessing.
You don't know when I'm coming. I'm
Yeah, no,
there.
I would have had them
You don't know when I'm
guessing.
gonna cash in. I'm there though.
Hell, I might even
I'm in
show
the
up to.
building.
I might even want to show it to NXT, see what they got over there. I'll probably do that too. Just be like, let me see all around the playing field. Let me just see. I already know who I'm
Right.
trying
Yeah.
to go after, but let me keep
Right.
going NXT, keep them on their toes too.
Just to, yeah,
Just
yeah,
to
keep you on your toes too. Like
just to say
I
hi.
come after you too. Yeah.
Especially if I've been
Yeah.
like dominant and destroy everybody and I win the
Yeah.
money in bank. And I'm like, all right, now I'm keeping the championships on their toe, like the main belts. So I'm like, let me go on NXT and see what they doing over there, just to keep them aware. Like, I could
Mm-hmm.
come after any one of y'all. That's what I would
Yeah.
do. I would do the same thing. I wouldn't have to say nothing. Cause they automatically go up to you, go up to them and be like, "Oh, who you think you gonna
Yeah.
cash it in on somebody?" They be
Yeah.
like, some of them be actually saying who it is. Me, I would be like, no, no. I'm just gonna
I
just like,
actually
I'm
now
like,
you bring that up. I actually think that um dang, I don't even want to throw everything in this episode, man. Cause you made me think, like you made me think about. I'm just gonna say it. 'Cause I'm just gonna say it. You made me think. Cause that would be NXT would be perfect for like Logan Paul as the champion over there.
it would. That bring more
He could
attention
still
to it.
be on SmackDown, but if he was the NXT
You know
champion
what's funny?
down
I think
there,
we have seen that before. Cause Becky was doing that.
yeah, Becky had it, and she
She
brought
had
it
it
to
and she
Raw,
brought
and then
it to
she
Raw. She was
fought
still appearing to
everybody
Raw
in
and stuff,
in
and she was,
NXT.
yeah. So I can
Like
see them
every
doing
week,
that.
she's defending the belt. Yeah,
Yeah, I can see them doing that. That'd be
and
great.
beat up on everybody.
That would bring more eyes to NXT as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
they
what
want
they
to bring
used to
more eyes
say.
to NXT. Yeah, give it to Logan.
They
Have
used to
Logan.
say that would be best for business. That's what they used to say.
It was best for
It was
business.
best for business. That's
Best
what
for
they.
business. Logan Paul on Fox, but
Oh yeah.
I mean, I can see him with the NXT belt and be on Fox at the same time.
That,
That being said, he might have to drop the United States.
unless he just hold that
He
too.
dropped in the United States and does that.
Unless he
Hopefully it's
hold
Kevin
that belt
Owens.
too. They can hold those belts
I
too.
can do both.
Hold
He
up
can hold
both.
both.
Bring attention to NXT and they hold the US
Logan two
title.
belts.
Logan two
Logan two
belts
belts.
or
Yeah,
Paul Paul belts, I guess. Like Logan belts, I guess.
Logan belt.
Logan
He
two
can bring his
belts.
brother in, right? Jake. He can bring
He
Jake in and
can
have a
if he
moment. They
wants
can
to.
run. They can run NXT, right? Him
Yeah,
and Jake.
yeah, him and Jake,
Jake
they can
Paul.
if they want to. But I know Jake is over there doing the whole boxing thing though. Like he's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it
He
look like
got a
he's in
match coming
tune.
up. He focused. He
Yeah, it look like he's in
focused.
tune with boxing. Wait, yeah,
He
didn't
got
he?
to. He got Mike Tyson
Yeah, he
coming
got
up.
Mike Tyson. Ooh,
Yeah, he got to stay
we
focused. But
gotta
after
find.
that, I can see like a, he could bring him.
I don't know how that match is
They
gonna
can
turn
run some
out.
NXT.
I don't know how that whole thing with him and Mike
We'll
Tyson
tune
turn out.
in every Tuesday. They could do like a, yeah, it could be Logan's NXT or something
Hey,
until he until he
him
come
coming
up
in.
next year, win the
But
belt next
I
year,
know
like I
for
predict.
sure, if I would have ever won the Money in the Bank, I would have kept them on their toes. I would like bouncing everywhere. Like they
Yeah,
would know I'm present because I can attack at anyone at any point,
yeah.
anytime. Me, I probably target like Wrestlemania once again. I'll probably do the same thing. To be honestly,
Would you be a face, baby face, or would you be a heel?
that's a good question. I feel like I should start up as a heel. I should start up as a heel. I
Yeah.
think I should be a
See,
heel.
I
I
know
think
you. See,
I should be a heel. Just as Spiro for how
Mm.
I am.
That's
Like
my son right there.
I think
I'm
I should
definitely
be a
gonna be a
heel.
heel. I'm gonna be a heel.
I
With
already had
I'm
it
gonna
in
have
my
two
whole.
people too, and I'm gonna have two
You gonna
superstars
have
with me.
a
It's gonna be
super
three
star?
of
No,
us.
I'll just
Yep.
run
I'll be
solo.
like
Just
legacy.
I,
You gonna be solo? I'm gonna be like
I think I'll be
legacy.
solo. I'll just be a heel solo. But I'm gonna
Yeah.
try to be as dominant as I can be. And just straight destroy everybody.
Nah. What heel you know that's by themselves that's dominant like that? I don't know.
Brock.
Except for Brock Lesnar.
That's what Brock.
I know he's gonna
Brock.
say except for
Brock.
Brock Lesnar.
He was by
You
himself.
can't
He
say
just
Brock.
oh there.
It's gotta be somebody other than Brock.
Uh
Nobody. You need somebody. You need some
damn.
henchmen.
There,
Need
oh,
somebody
I
going there.
need
Go
like
in
the
there. Go in there.
henchman. Yeah,
Yeah, you
who
need
would I
two. You
bring as
need
a
two
henchman
henchmen.
though?
Go in
I don't
there.
even know who I'll
Yeah.
bring with me. Like if I tend to be a heel in WWE, I don't know
Yeah.
who I'll bring with me as a heel. Like bring me as my talking point. My wise man. I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
who I'll pick. I'll probably pick like one of
It's
probably
two.
JJ
I
one of
have
them.
two guys in a like if you could pick two the all right, we'll just end it like this, right? You're gonna be a heel. And you pick two male and like would you have one female too? Have
Yeah,
like a fraction?
I have a yeah, I throw a female in there. I would.
Or
I throw a female in the mix. I don't know who, but like if I wanted to just come in as a heel and I
I'm
want to
about to say,
create dynamic,
who would your female be?
who my female
You
would
don't know?
be? Do I know? Oh,
Yeah,
I
you
think
gotta pick one right now before we get off.
are they in the WWE already or like somebody?
Anybody, anybody, pick
Would I
anybody.
go so to start a faction with them for female? Mm, that's a good question. That's a good question.
You know what?
Um,
I'll give you some. I'll give you some time. You know what? We can end it right there.
that's a
We
good.
can
I
get
gotta think
back on
about that
that
one.
one.
I
We'll
gotta
come
think.
back
I already know all the. Actually, though, if I
next
was in,
episode.
yeah, I just know
We'll come with our
automatically.
fractions.
I just know
With our
automatically if I'm
fractions.
in WWE, I know
We
I'm
can
coming
sit
in
on
as a
that.
heel. Yeah,
We'll sit on
that's
that.
a good question. I gotta think about that one. But I
We
know
both
all
gonna
the.
be hills. I'm gonna come with
Yeah,
my fraction, my
I
two
was gonna go just
males, and my
solo,
one female.
just start
You're
lurking
just gonna come
around
with
and
some solo. Yeah, like
yeah,
the
I was gonna come
Undertaker.
solo. Oh
Undertaker used to be
yeah,
a heel.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
dominant. Just be
yeah. Just
dominant.
to straight just destroy everybody. That's what I was gonna come in like. Just come in as a
Yeah,
heel, just straight destroy the roster. Oh,
yeah.
and not and you make it even better. Not even get drafted, just be undrafted. So I could go anywhere. You know, I could
Like a free agent
mm-hmm, just pop in at any point, just straight, just destroy everybody. Cause then I
on
could get
every
any
on a
title.
lot of shows. Yeah,
Yeah, I could get any title if I want. You know, so
yeah.
that's what I would have did if I was in the WWE. I would be like, you know what? That's unless they each. That's the less if a particular brand
Mm-hmm.
give me a good deal, then I'm like, all
Yeah,
right, I decide from
yeah,
there. But
yeah,
I'll be a free agent just running around just dominating everybody
yeah.
as a heel.
I'm waiting till
Cause
next episode.
yeah, we're
Tell
gonna
you
get
one.
into more of, like what we do if we that should be next episode. Like what we do if we in a WWE. That should
Yeah,
be it.
let's
Uh,
do. Let's do that. Let's do it like that. Let's name the
what
next
we
episode.
do
Let's
if
do
we
the
was
next
in the
episode like
WWE.
that.
God know I have some ideas for me. I had some ideas for me. I had quite a bit.
Yeah,
I think I'll
yeah.
probably try to stir the pot a little bit.
All
Try
right.
to. I'll definitely be a heel though. That's a good.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
have
be a
me
heel too.
now. You got me
I'm gonna
thinking
come
like, what
next
would I
episode.
do?
I'm gonna come with mines.
Now you
I
got me
might
thinking
shock
like,
some
what would I
people.
do if
I
I
think
was
I'm gonna
in the
shock y'all.
WWE? Oh yeah, I gotta hear this though. I
I
got
think I'm
now
gonna
you
shock y'all.
see now that you got me thinking that I'm like, what would I do if I was in the WWE? I
That-
did think about being a heel, I'm like a face, but I was like, no, that's how I am already. So it's like, nah, I gotta
Yeah,
be opposite for
I had so
myself.
much fun as a heel.
Yeah, cause like you could just do anything.
Yeah,
I might even try to pull a rock on and merge the two, reality, and might do that too.
yeah.
I could even do that.
I'll be
Bring
one of those. I would love to be one of those heels, like a Triple H heel. Like they love me, any.
oh
I'm a heel,
like
but they
the
love me.
like the
Yeah,
oh. I hope that
yeah.
happened with me if I end up doing that. Like that'd be great
I
too.
love
Like
that. Yeah,
that'd be if they like me being a hill and I
yeah,
can turn either way, then they still like me. That'd be great too.
yeah,
I
yeah.
might
I just want
find
to be.
one.
I just want. We love to hate it. I just want the crowd to react to
Nah,
me. That's all.
now we
Just
gonna
react
go
to
in.
me.
That should be next. So like, how
Yeah,
would we be like if we got put in WWE? Like, what our storylines would be, and who would we
yeah,
will go after and stuff like that. We should do that for next show. Now you
yeah.
got me thinking.
I'm gonna give y'all first, and I give y'all the first person I'm gonna go after.
Oh,
And they
I'm
not a
gonna hold that.
champion,
I'm gonna
and
hold
they
that.
not a champion
The
either. They're not gonna be a
non-champion?
champion.
Yo,
Nope,
you're not gonna go for a title at all for the
not
start.
yet. My
When you
first,
like if you
my first
debut,
show up.
yeah.
I'm gonna show my debut gonna be somebody. It's not gonna be champion. The
Oh,
first person I
really?
go after.
I would
Yeah,
have thought you would have went out the champion
nah, not yet.
off the
You know,
start,
we
just
gotta
to kind of.
build. We gotta build. We gotta build up.
Okay, all
Yeah, we
right,
gotta build up.
okay,
All
all
right.
right.
Yep.
No, that should be the yeah.
On
That's
that
gonna
one.
be the next show. Like, what we did? Cause now that had me thinking like, what would I do if I was in WWE? I know for sure
Yeah.
I'd be a heel though. Like, I
Yeah.
definitely we
You gotta
we gonna
pick
do that.
like you gotta pick. You
I
gotta pick
I'm gonna
when would
hold
you
on to
come.
who I'll go after
You gotta pick
first.
when would you come. Where would you come into? Like what
Oh, now I'm gonna
would you
hold
come
that.
in
I
on
think I have
Raw,
an idea.
SmackDown? Would you come in like on a pay per view? Like when would
You
you
know
come
what?
in?
I'm gonna say that in the next show. 'Cause I have an idea of where I'll show up at. Like I
Yeah,
think just to create some buzz, and especially if
yeah,
like there's buzz around me, like showing up at any point, I have an idea. I'm gonna say that next show. I have an idea who I would target too. I have some
yeah,
idea like who I'll go out there first as my
yeah,
debut,
Yeah.
Now you got me thinking. So I gotta get the, I gotta take some notes here. And like, what would I
Uh,
do? I know a championship I
yeah.
might go for though. I have an idea
I'm
though.
not going to championship. Not yet. Not
But
yet.
down the line, but like,
Not yet. They got to wait until I win Money in the Bank.
that'll work. That'll work.
They got to wait until I win
This
the Money
yeah.
in the
Now
Bank.
you got me
Yeah.
thinking. I gotta take some notes now. I'm like, what do I do in the
Yeah.
WWE? That should be that
Yeah.
should be next show. That'll be next
Yeah.
show. So we gotta
Yeah.
do that. We gotta do that. That's gonna be fun. Cause like I'm like, what kind of things I'll be doing in WWE if I wasn't there?
Yeah.
I had some
Right.
ideas though. I had the merch and everything. Like I already had that down pat. My character,
Yeah.
I kind of had the idea already. I
Right.
already know he's completely opposite for me.
Tell me.
I already
Got
got
you.
the idea. Yeah.
All right, y'all.
We speak on that. But yeah. All right, guys.
That's
Thank you.
next episode.
Yep. Next episode coming up. Hope y'all enjoyed this one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a catch up. What we
A
missed.
lot.
That was a
Yeah.
lot. That was a lot. But we still got more too, because like tomorrow is Monday Night Raw. So, well, yeah, tomorrow's Monday Night Raw. So we got a lot. We get a little catch up. So that was that was good. Um, yeah, I think that'll
Yeah.
be tomorrow. That'll be the next show.
Yeah.
What we
We're
do?
not gonna let y'all wait so long. No
Yeah, we're
more.
not gonna do that. We're not gonna let it wait that long. That was like going
And
so far.
hopefully I'll have a background better
Oh
than this
yeah,
one.
yeah. We're gonna get that sorted out. I'm gonna keep that in mind. Like that should be next. Like what would we do? That should
Yeah.
be like the main topic of next show. Like what we
Yeah.
do if we in
Put in your
WWE.
notes. Put in your
I'll be
notes
dead
for the
on
next
that. I'm about to do
episode.
that right now. I'm about to do it right now. What we do if we in the WWE. Like that should be
Yeah.
that'll be the topic of the show. But thank you guys for showing. I hope y'all enjoyed.
Yeah, man. Come again.
Again, thank y'all for
Tell a
coming up,
friend.
showing
Thank you.
up.
Thank you so much.
Been a hell of a couple of weeks, but few weeks and us being away, but we promise y'all we're not gonna be away from that long. We hope y'all enjoyed. Y'all come through, y'all come through. Let's see how we gonna close this out. Oh, be sure to go follow our pages, both of
Yeah.
us, either or. Um, or
Just follow 3G WWE. That's
yeah,
all.
or
That's
follow
all I
that.
got.
Oh, I had an
Yeah.
idea too. I'm probably gonna tell you off. I had an idea Friday. Speaking of that, yeah, just go follow our pages. We do have a Instagram here on Twitch. This will be posted on YouTube eventually. It will. I promise. It will be posted up there. I promise. But yeah, go
Yeah.
check out YouTube. I think what else we have? Do we have Twitter?
I think that's it.
Or
Yeah.
just wait?
Instagram, YouTube.
Do
Yeah.
we have TikTok? Oh no.
No.
I don't think
No, we got it on TikTok.
we're working
Yeah.
on it. It's a work in progress, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We took a little hiatus. I apologize.
Yeah. Yeah.
We took a little
We
hiatus.
don't got no Twitter or X either.
Yeah,
Probably
it's
should-
Twitter X now,
maybe.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
We
X.
don't have.
Yeah.
That sounds crazy, but we don't have. Yeah, we're working on it. We do have Instagram. We do have, of course, Twitch here and YouTube. So I gotta go check
YouTube.
those out
Yeah.
at
3G
3G
WWE. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
type that up. Y'all can even comment down below or anything doing on our yard. We trying to push shorts. That's another thing we want to try to do. So you might see that down the line, but more to come. But
Yeah.
that being said, thank you.
Cause we gotta get these predictions out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
I'll be predicting these things.
yeah. We gotta come out with predictions. Hopefully, some actual gameplay from our stuff. Bring those back out. 'Cause I think it's been a while since we did that too. Our fantasy draft thing. I'm gonna do that in the next 5 weeks. There's more to it, but got more installed. Probably not gonna go away. It's not gonna be the last time you see us. So saying that, because but that being said, till next time, folks. We will see y'all in the next episode. Later, you guys.
Later.